sedated. Just get me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. No, 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 no. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just get me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go insane. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. No, 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 no. Sedated, nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go loco. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes. No, 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 no. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go loco. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my toes. No, 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 no. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. I wanna be sedated.
I'm clapping. That was beautiful. Do you see the irony there? That guy was a very excited conductor. I enjoyed his performance. Oh my. Oh, Uhlick and Joanie are here together with you. Shut the door, it'll help with the sound. We should trade places. So you're closer to the mic than I am.
Hey, Raver. Hey, F.
Yes, we were just having a chat. I thought you should come over here.
Yeah, we said it's.
Oh, let me fix my yarn. Oh no, it's
What?
raining yarn. Okay. Yeah, come over here better. There we go. I'll turn that. Land likes the yodeling, so we're gonna go back to the yodel.
Well,
I never had a problem sharing the yodel.
We'll end with it.
Yes, I think that's fair, Lander. That kind of became our thing, didn't it? It's time to resurrect the yodel. That's an excellent idea, Land. Bravo. No, we were just talking. We were listening to something about Antarctica. And then that got us talking about things. And we just decided we fire it up and have a think session with our friends.
You did.
Well, you didn't.
I didn't say don't.
Discourage me.
I didn't
you
say
don't. This is what he says. He says, if you like. If he doesn't want me to, he'll go, If you say, if you like, if you want to, then I will. But if you say, you give me a different, and I think, he's not into it, then I'll go, fuck him, I'm going in.
No,
I'm going rogue.
No. But you'd be thinking 2 days ahead. I know you.
Yeah.
You're sitting in there screaming, pretending you're watching your 1970s fucking shows, and you're triggered. And I know for 2 days you've been sitting there now.
Crocheting, which is pattern
crocheting is wait, I'm building up. So you're ready. Come on.
No, it's just an interesting conversation.
We were talking about. I was listening to something about the Antarctic. I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. I'm not a give a fuck earther, because I'm not smart enough. Well, not smart enough. I don't care. It's only when someone like that, I watch a documentary and someone says, well, even if you did want to get to the other side of the Antarctic, you can't. It's impossible. And he just went through the reasons why
Yeah.
these treaties.
He actually
Antarctic
did,
treaty.
like, if you were to go through the process. So they say, yes, you can travel, but here's the process. So he walked through the process as if he was really going to apply to do this. And it's impossible. Then if you even got that, then you'd have to get this. And this goes worldwide.
Well,
and
the
every
funny-
country has to. So
the
it
funny
was
one
really
was-
interesting. Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether you've often heard, but like, I mean, when I've said I'd carry a shite around in a crisp bag, right? You thought that was me being funny.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You were preparing for your
I was
Antarctic.
waiting for my Antarctic trip.
Yeah, you'd have to carry your own excrement
There and back.
there and back for the whole trip, and all your own food and water and supplies there and back. And it was across the country and back in America. So one and back. If you had to carry all your stuff and prepare for that trip, he was saying that in itself would be the first hurdle to get over. So they, and you can't step on a plant. That was the other one. You can't disrupt nature or harm any plants. That was the other one that
Well,
you had to have
that was just
approval.
one. That was after you spend after having an environmental assessment
right.
plan done, which has cost at least $250,000. And then you have to get all your visas from each country.
Right.
But
we just plowed down a bunch more of the rainforest
Yeah.
yesterday. So, but don't crunch a plant in Antarctica, right? We have bigger fish to fry. But really what it was saying is that even the fact that they won't let us go over there is a form of gaslighting. It's not. You can't prove that the earth is flat or round. You can't prove it. I won't give you definitive proof. I could, but I won't. I could, but I won't. So that makes everyone who thinks it's flat feel like they're right. And then anyone who thinks it's wrong thinks the secret is that they just won't tell you it's really round. They won't give you that proof. So from both sides' perspectives, it doesn't matter. They love it. They laugh at you. Whether you figured it out and you're right, or you still haven't figured it out and you're wrong. Doesn't matter which is right or wrong. Do you see? Their boner is still as high. It makes no difference. A narcissist likes seeing you as an idiot as much as, figuring them out. The fact that you figure them out and you still argue with people makes him laugh. The fact that you figure it out and there's nothing you can do makes him laugh. You're not getting one over on the big guy like that.
But why do I get involved?
I don't know, because it's fun.
It's not fun. I have to listen to all the marmalade.
What is your opinion? I lean one way. You know my opinion on the flat round debate.
Bigger is better.
Bigger is better. Yeah, most
well,
definitely think there's bigger than that. I think that we're in that. We are in that ice wall on top of something bigger.
Well, that's the way. I leave it at that. And that's not me. I just leave it. Bigger is better. There's bigger fish to be fried than what the wall.
Our
you know
math
what I mean?
even is only based off of what we have present. So we really have no idea what we're dealing with. We could be like those tiny little people in that Twilight Zone episode on the moon planet that are just living in a little pocket of moisture, and there's a whole city and a whole cities there, little cars and everything inside this tiny little hole on a planet.
Well, what's wrong with
Then that makes me think of like Men in Black with the little universe and the cat's collar. Yeah.
Here's another one.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck whether we're alone in the universe or not, or whether there's others, right?
I
know what I mean?
don't know who gives fucks.
Well, that's
about
another
that.
one. You know
It
what I
is
mean?
funny to think about.
No, all you science fiction heads. You know what I
Oh,
mean? With your books
you have no
and your fucking
imagination.
No, hang
Go
on.
back to bed, Peter Pan.
Yeah, you see, all use fantasists, right? That's what is taking over the world as well. From listening to them ones, we were talking about that earlier. People that should know fucking better. What about them that just go along to go along? Yeah, we were just talking about them, like that to believe all that shit. Like them, the irony of all them singing with them masks on that song. I wouldn't go buy them any of that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd like to hope that video
That's
was
that crowd of
them
fantasies. They
making
haven't got a fucking.
them
But I
taking the
guarantee you,
piss.
them ones there
Uh-huh.
will wait 2 years or 3 years to see that, and someone will point it out to them and say, "Do you just not see what we're doing there?"
Yeah.
And they will just titter away and say, "Ah,"
Yeah, of
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they still go buy them.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Don't get it.
Mm.
There's nothing I'm maybe too serious about it, but that's what's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately,
You're not.
it's play. You just play into it all the time, and you pay for it, and it's unfortunately. I don't say you. I don't say you. I'm not looking at you like that. I mean,
what you're speaking to globalness. I didn't take that. I don't do that, so I didn't. I wasn't triggered to take that any type of way.
what is it?
I get it. Talk about triggered. That's a right there. I don't own that, so that doesn't bother me. I don't own that. I don't think that. Even if you thought those things about me, I don't think those things about me.
No. Unless you're a different person.
That's how a narcissist thinks, though. That's why it can just bounce. You're an asshole. I'm an asshole. You're a cunt. I'm not an asshole. They don't think of themselves as an asshole. They don't feel bad about themselves. Mm-hmm. So when you call them an asshole, that makes you an asshole for calling them a name. That's it. They don't even, me, I do not look at all the good things I do for you. How am I the asshole for crying out loud? They don't even identify.
I'll go back. I see. Cheers, River.
Oh,
Mad Labs, how's it going?
Hey, Mad Labs.
Yeah, well, let's.
I was looking at you and I wasn't looking at the chat. That's the thing about, it's about perspective. I feel like I jumped up another level, like I went outside the dome. Oh my goodness, there's more out here, everybody. Holy shit. There's more out here. There's even more out here. There's a whole nother ring out there. That's Mars. There's Mars. It's still us. Damn it. It's still just us. That's all. I like the idea. I know you're not a science fiction buff, but it's fun. It's fun. You're supposed to. I'm an infant. Infantizing. Infantasy. Infancy.
Right.
You have to think. Remember, the Bible says that you can't get into heaven. You have to have a child's mind to get into heaven. That's dreaming. Adults don't do that. That's why in business, they have them write up goals. They have, what is that called? They have to set goals for a year out, 5 years out. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And you set long-term. If you ever read any of those
that's
books.
What triggers me. That fucking woman giving out to her.
Yeah! Like that.
These
people think differently than we do. We dream, they dream to do. We just escape.
No, what was the word?
That's not an escape.
What was it I was saying? It's
manifestation.
No, it's they see it and then they do it. Like, I mean, and they say, then it's expected. This is the way I'm going to. If I want to be like that, this is what I have to be like. Right. That's who they got ahead.
Right. So early on in their childhood, when they said, I want to be a writer, their parents were like, I think that's great. If they said, I want to be a singer, their parents say, all right, I'll get you singing lessons and acting lessons, and we'll put you in pageants, and we'll do this with you, and we'll do that with you, right? That's what elites get. You want to be a lawyer like your dad. They give them all that from the get-go. Whereas we didn't get that. So when we said we wanted to be a writer, we were told, you'll never make any money. Nobody wants to do that career. That's a shit career. You'll be poor and broke, just like an artist. So it's like, oh, okay, well, right? Same thing. You're never amount to anything. So you didn't live that way. I didn't live as if I was a writer because I constantly had people telling me that was unachievable for me. Somehow I believed them. They said it enough times. Fuck. I'll just change my major then. You finally convinced me. I'm going nowhere. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was
so that's the difference
question.
between them and us.
It was a stupid question to ask me because I could never answer that one.
Right.
What am I going to be when I grow up? I don't know. Am I ever going to grow up? You know what I mean? That's.
But you have.
Hang on. No, I haven't. If you ask me the same fucking question 50 years later, which they did, what are you going to do?
Well, where's
when you
your
grow
imagination then?
Where's yours if you have to write it down? Fuck's sake. I think I want to be a writer. Right, that'd be different. I wouldn't mind being a writer, but no, I don't know what I'm going to be. Such a stupid question.
You never thought that far ahead.
Today, I'm going to be.
Okay, so it's an example of how
ask me
elites
what
are.
sex I'm going to
Not
be.
you. You're the exception of the rule. I get it. Stick your thumb back in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, but that's what's wrong with them. Okay.
So the people like me, I'm that opposite of that kid.
Make me the rule, yeah.
Make you the you're the exception.
But don't make me the exception. Make me the rule. That's what they've done.
Well, then you just heard it from the get-go. So you never tried for anything because you never really, you either A, didn't ever think you were worth it, or B, never bothered because you saw it as not worth achieving. And I'd say that was more your case because the way you view
achieving. I wouldn't say worth achieving.
Dad.
It wasn't that it was worth achieving. I just said, if I want to do that, I'll do it, yeah. It wasn't something that someone was.
So what, genetics? I mean, how am I supposed to make you the rule if you keep telling me, no, it's not that? Okay, well, I'm running out of ideas. I can keep brainstorming ideas as to why.
I don't have to grow up.
But I wouldn't know altogether.
That's what I'm saying to you. You're thinking a whole different fucking mind.
Yeah, but I wanted to grow up. I wanted to do something fun.
Yeah, well, let me be a child first.
So
let me be a child first, and then worry about me growing up. When I am grown up, then worry about me. Let me be a child. Don't be trying to you know what I mean?
That was me being a child.
Yeah, but that's,
do you see what I'm saying?
But don't be asking
You're just different. You're the exception to what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the engineering.
So we would. You can't even put me in the category of you. Yeah. I'd have to look at you separate with a bunch of other people who like to be bums. Yeah. And then I'll separate you guys into categories. Which kind of bums I think are better than the other kind of bums. Do you know? You're not in the same circle as me.
True.
Yeah, we couldn't compare, and I'm jealous of people like you. So I don't see it as bad. I think you're amazing.
Yeah,
you're a professional.
That's condescending, though. I wouldn't take that as a fuck. I know.
Funny,
yeah, I know.
No, you know me. You know how jealous I am of people that can just do things that I can't do.
That's bollocks.
And how irritating that makes me because I'm like, I live vicariously through them. I'll go to the clubs with you, but I think, I wish I could be like you. I wish I could just not give a shit. But I do give a shit. I can't help it. I give shits. And for different reasons. It's not even because I care enough about myself. It's just I see you, and as adorable as you are, to me, you look like an idiot. Okay? Now, I don't want someone else in this room to think I'm an idiot. I don't like that. So I try hard to avoid being an idiot. That's just me sharing too much personal information. That's an interesting idea.
I want to be a musician when I grow up. Hey, Raven.
Okay, I'm back in. I'm sorry. It's an energy field. I would say that's true. Lie is here. Hello, Lie. Passionate daisies. Argument. Hello, argument. You did not lie.
What did he do?
Wanted to be an astronaut. Did you?
That's the answer. He wanted to be astro, not.
Yeah. You can't have both. You can't grow up and be a musician. That's probably a good. That's true. Yeah. There is a definite death cult around the world for some realsies. The cult of personality. Everybody wants you when you're by. Don't you remember that band? I know I've talked about them before.
Cult of personality, yeah.
Yeah, in the band Living Color, or in Living Color, is a band from the 90s, like a hardcore kind of rock band. Most infamously known because they were one of the first black hardcore rock bands. So you know how that works here in America. And they had an album where we had a song called The Cult of Personality.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had another song called Bye. And I thought they were lyrically brilliant. They were saying things, right? But then the movement happened and they started using the Bye song as an anthem. And I thought, ugh! They didn't get the song. But anyway, I'm going to find the lyrics because we hadn't talked about this in a while. I'll be curious to see your thoughts now. Okay. Why did you do that? That wasn't nice. Okay. I was talking to my computer.
Let me have a look at the chart here.
So we'll start with the cult of personality.
Imagine being told to sit on top of this big fuck off rocket. We'll get you into space. Yeah, right. We will go for that. That's like why we call people's rockets.
You know what they did? You know what they did? You know how the elites love the circus?
Mm-hmm.
They made a giant rocket man. He doesn't just go over to the other ring. He fucking shoots into the
cannonball.
The cannonball man. That's it.
Man. Yeah, well, he did. David Bowie sang about it. Rocket Man. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, I gotta go over here. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so here's the lyrics of Cult of Personality by Living Color. It didn't have that might have been the show. It's hard for me to remember. That was the 90s. Anyway, like late 80s, 90s. They were in the punk era, rock era.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That 80s, 90s kind of coming over. Anyway, it says, and during the few moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand. Look into my eyes.
Look into my eyes.
What do you see?
What do you see?
The cult of personality. I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been everything you want to be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Like Mussolini and Kennedy, I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. The cult of personality. Neon lights, a Nobel Prize. When a mirror speaks, the reflection lies. You won't have to follow me. Only you can set me free. I sell the things you need to be. I'm the smiling face on your TV. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. I exploit you. Still you love me. I tell you, 1 and 1 makes 3. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Like Joseph Stalin and Gandhi. I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. I'm gonna redo this, and I'm gonna do it very dramatic like. It says neon lights, a Nobel Prize. When a leader speaks, that leader dies. You won't have to follow me. Only you can set you free. You gave me fortune. You gave me fame. You gave me power in your God's name. In every person you need to be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Ask not what your country can do for you. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Very good. Well spoken.
Mm-hmm. Papa, hello.
Hey, Buffy.
Mm-hmm. Great to see you. Yes, this is what's going on. They were predicting the future. They were saying this is the millennials, the Mings, the human Mings. I just exploit you. I'm your smiling face on your TV. I'm your just like Mussolini. I'm the same as that. I've always been the same. I'm always going to be the same. You just call me by a different name. I like that he says you give me power in your God's name. Doesn't even matter. You all hail me. You come and vote for me. You're giving me power. In God you trust. And it's my fucking face on the bill, or an expression of my face as I'm a president. So even if I'm not Lincoln, I'm still a representation of what Lincoln is. Right? I'm the representation of a queen or a king. I can even go back further. I'm the representation of a pharaoh. I'm King Tut. No, you're not. You're Trump. I beg to differ. I finally got you to laugh. Okay. So anyway, so that was one song. Now I'll find a different one. This is the one that became an alma mater by, I believe it's on the same album. If it's not, it's on one of them because I had them all at one point.
These are them black guys that
I
dressed
like
up as
this
rockers,
band.
yeah? They dressed as rockers, yeah. Well, they were more shock value to me, but I
Doesn't
never
matter.
really
I
listened
liked
to
the
the
lyrics. Okay.
They went by me, being honest.
Yeah.
That other song now, I knew it.
Yeah.
I heard it, never listened to the lyrics.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I liked them enough that their lyrics and the music was okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The difference between every other band in The Cure, right? That's why I said it's my favorite, because they needed no lyrics. Because to me, the music, I liked the music spoke to me as much as the lyrics. So when it came to The Cure, I felt like instrumental was just as magical as with the lyrics in it. So I very much liked Disintegration, which was like long songs, 7 minutes for a song that had these many lyrics. You know, it's beautiful. Yeah. They're great musicians.
Brilliant, yeah.
Okay, so this one goes. This is the Bi movement. I'm saying they predicted the future because here's another song from the same band around the same time that says, people, if they choose you. Now, this is coming out of the gay movement, right? Remember what decade this is happening?
Yeah, this is what was going on. This is to the what we should have been listening to.
Right. This is Gen X. This is college experimental. You're about to have American Pie in 10 more years. Right? The movie? Okay. So if you choose it, people, if they choose you, then they want you to decide, but you'd rather relax, kick back, enjoy the ride. There's a category. If you're straight or gay, you're a wild card gambler and you like it both ways. Everybody wants you when you're bi. Looking at the girls and eyeing all the guys. Everybody loves you when you're bi, but the tension and the passions doubled, amplified.
Yeah.
Sorry, right?
Well,
Uh-huh.
Go on. Yeah.
My lover told me, Will, that she's bi. Remember this? This is all the girls were coming out with their college experiments right now. So we've come off of the gay.
Wild. All that
Yes,
stuff,
we've come off of the gay. We're heading into the lesbian, but first we have to make a transition, and it was called the bi era.
Right.
Right. I know many people who fail with this. A lot of women fail with this. Cool. People that I knew in my own family. This took a lot of girls down, and it's sad. I did not, just for the record. It says, but I just remember thinking, what the, like, you're just, what?
But I see that.
I don't get that.
I seen that now as, and I seen it in Europe, like just,
right.
Well, England, just say, for example, and Dublin, the major cities, I'd say, with the rave movement.
Okay.
I seen that moving in and people being more liberal minded towards sex.
That is another time. This is coming in the liberal feminism.
Part of the Rabina Berry Bush.
Yes, that right. 10 years before the Me Too hashtag hit the world. We're talking we're talking pre Bill Cosby.
But like that, I made the decision myself on my own morals. You know what I mean? I'm not cut out for that. I'm not. That's not to say anyone else, but that was you know what I mean?
Well, that was the thing, is it made everyone have to stop and think about it.
Well,
you never thought about it. What? I've never thought about that before. Why do I suddenly have to think about that?
It was there in your fucking face. This is every time you turn the film on.
I still didn't. Oh, well.
Whether it was me.
Okay.
You know the way you say, well, that's your projection.
Sure, no, that's fair.
That's my projection. Well, single white female was the first one that I sort of was, and maybe I missed it, but I'm saying, is that what they're trying to do? They're trying to rope you in here to watch these fucking films now with even the names of these films to get you titillation, because the ceiling. As a child growing up, the red top newspapers, page 3 newspapers for the pair of tits inside, and page 3 or 7, right? To get people to buy. They didn't want the fucking news. They wanted a bit of entertainment.
Yes.
From there, on page 1 was what's going on in the world, and that was it. The rest is entertainment, right? From back to fucking front.
Well, didn't they have versions of soft porn anyway? Because even just having Marilyn Monroe on Time magazine with her tatas hanging out, or the Sears catalogs, as I have come to learn about.
Well, that's what I want. You know what I mean?
Where they'd have lingerie sections in them, and that's a clothing catalog with Little Red Riders in it.
So this now is. You're saying
I'm saying this was definitely. I noticed this song coming in at an era that this was about to become present in my life. Something I'd never seen before.
This is parents becoming liberal now.
This is my culture.
This is all right.
This is a Gen X hit, is what this is. Yeah. Me being a Gen Xer, this song came out during the rebellious spirit in a rebellious band, speaking about things like Mussolini's The Devil.
Right.
And here's a song who at the time I took as a joke. I took that as they're saying exactly as they do in other songs. Look at the ridiculousness. People everybody likes you when you're gay. And all the girls want to get with you. All the boys want to, let me tell you something. If a girl said she liked boys, every boy in the room wanted to be with her and not me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was every man's fantasy, to have two girls together. And that's what was happening. This is a precursor to that event taking place in my adult life 10 years later. Where suddenly now it's like, I
feel like
I'm weird.
Exactly.
What the fuck? I thought it was in a majority, and suddenly I'm in a minority again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's happened to me so many times in my life where I think I'm in the norm, and then all of a sudden I turn around. Oh my God. I'm in the bad place now. I become the devil all of a sudden.
But we've been prepared for that. Like us, I don't think I'm a fucking fuddy-duddy, but what I would be seen probably as a fuddy-duddy.
No, I'm telling you that
when I say fuddy-duddy, I'm far fucking from it. That's what I say. You know the way everything's
But you
turned on
were
its
when you
fucking
were
head.
20. And that's why this works on
Yeah, that's what I'm
teenagers
saying,
and
yeah, yeah.
children. Because you're not now. But when you were 15, you were thinking like a 15-year-old. And now, if I'm an
Exactly.
advertiser,
Yeah.
I have a lot of data
Yeah.
on how 15-year-olds think.
So that's to say, this is the information
Especially
war. When
because
we
of
say-
social media.
But when we
Thank
do
God.
say it's an information war, that's what we mean. It's not
That's-
fucking.
They
It's
know how
engineered.
a 5-year-old thinks. They know how the brain is developing minute by minute by minute. They're watching the way the face develops and the facial expressions, everything. These cameras and these computers are truly the devil in your house. That's the crack through the wall it came in, through that little wire. Now, it's fine if you recognize that. But that's the truth of the matter. They're replicating us. Rather they can or can't in some futuristic sci-fi where you have a doppelganger. I can't go that far. But in reality, they have you they know your every move before you make it, before you ever breathe. Now, the last time I checked the Bible, it says God knows every hair on your head. Only God knows. Only God knows. Suddenly, God ain't the only one that knows. Okay? And that's a little scary for me because now it seems as if God's just been replaced. I have a stepdad and he's a dick.
What did you just say?
Blew your mind sockets is what I just did. Go ahead, I'll shut up. Are you flying?
No, I was away with the fairies there. Like fucking. I wasn't listening to what you were saying there. You said that.
Don't listen to what I was saying anyway.
No, I was thinking about what you were saying there.
Yeah, obviously you had that's what happens to me is I'll be listening to you and I'm off because you've said something that's just made me think of a million other things. And now I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, well, you know me, I've that fucking type of investigative mind. I fall down little rabbit holes and some little things all the time are just big ones. I'm always looking for dots into them big ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like them ones that you do say there, like that mind, the way the mind works.
Yeah.
But where have they done all their tests on that? In the Second World War, I see them all coming out of pre-Second World War. They're sent in to do their tests, and what comes out of them afterwards. And there's one that I don't hear anyone. And I was saying it to you. I don't hear anyone saying. Well, two actually.
Okay.
Prussia.
Right.
You brought up Catherine the Great.
Catherine the Great.
And I never hear about all these fucking Spanish armadas and all that and fucking whatever, and they do this and they're still on about all these countries. But we never heard what happened there. You know what I mean? That just disappeared into thin air and no one mentions it again. You know what I mean? But or what was the other one? I'm not
take this down now.
The other one is Robert Maxwell. Interesting character. I never hear anyone. The people could say we'll go after Epstein, and after Epstein, or not, they hear they can only get as far as Epstein, and then that's it. And the trail ends.
The trail ends.
You know what I mean? But Robert Maxwell is all that started. As I say, everyone waits on it to come on to Netflix, and then they say, "Oh, did you hear about it?" But I'm saying ever since I heard of Robert Maxwell. I never knew I heard of fucking Rupert Murdoch or any of these characters or whatever.
Until you found that. That's how you found.
That's what I'm just saying. When you go back, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper. Who the fuck is Robert Maxwell?
Right.
And when you what they tell you, he's 10 languages. He's a computer, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was able to speak 10, British military intelligence. Pergamon is the one I do not understand. What does Pergamon mean? I've been trying to. What's that mean? What was his?
What's his face that they had always in his wheelchair?
Yeah, Stephen Hawking.
And planets will collide. And I'm to believe that he's using. Get the fuck out of here. They made him look so debilitated. They were using voice. They did that shit on purpose. They did that shit on purpose to make people think that technology is where it was. Because if Stephen Hopkins doesn't have the best of the best of the best technology, there's no hope for the rest of us. And we believed that shit for decades. Same thing they do with Sophia the robot. But keep going.
No. You're only.
You made me think of how I met you, though, because we both landed into Cappy, and we found each other roughly around the same time. I found you, I guess, when I was in my Cappy phase. That was one of our things that we had in common. Yeah, because we were doing the jackets, and that was one of the jackets. And
can you play it for me there?
Yeah,
give us a bit of jackets and brackets. Jackets and brackets.
Who is a fan of? Oh, look at us, 66 at the choir. 66 thumbs up.
Annoy them. Give them one.
Holy shit. Wait, I'm going to change this because we're all going to give him a thumbs up at the same time. We're going to push him over the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see who goes first and busts the 66. Here we go. So here it is. I'm going to zoom in on it. Pop it 66 cherry. See that? 6 or 9 because Lie's here. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Take that, motherfucker. Oh my God. Look at all the 2s. Lie. Oh my God. We might have to decode. Look at this. 2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2. Oh my God. Anyway. Okay.
I'm just here kidding. We go. It's on 67. Let's move it up to 68.
Okay.
Woo-hoo! There we go.
Is it on 68?
It's on, well, it was on 67.
Okay, let's do a refresh. Let's see if our friends are playing along.
If I blew up.
Have you? Oh, we're at 68. So yay to whoever did. Okay, what am I looking for? Jackets and brackets.
There we go. Which one?
Oh, that's his 2020. Let's do I like when he does it.
No, let's see.
This one.
One down.
Keep going. This one. That one's like 52 minutes long. Here we go. This is the one with. Yeah. Okay.
NYT ain't got nothing for me. I roll it up to smoke a little weed. Don't talk about RBG, yeah. Oh, they lie. Just a lot of fake news, yeah. We know that everything you do is a lie, guys. Why are you such fucking liars? Don Lemon is a bitch and you all know it. Don Lemon is a best friends with Jussie Smollett. This guy's just to grab your heartstrings. They're hoax perpetrators. Oh yes, they're hoax perpetrators. Fake news, fake hate, crimes, and Cota taking some bucks from Mitch. What a bitch with an Adam's apple. Hey, hey, they ain't got nothing but me. The NYT is bullshit. CNN, MSM, all of it. Motherfucker, are you so dumb that you will swallow it? No. Occasional cortex. Wow. I heard you got some dance moves, but your brain ain't got nothing much in it. Bill Maher in your red shoes. Is it suicide weekend for you? No. Oh my God, it's snowing in Calabasas. Bernie is a bitch. Epstein is formerly rich. 1221, take it away. Epstein Island burns away. Well, I used to feel the burn, used to feel the burn. But then I go a little bit of insight and realize that guy was stealing all the cash for houses all over the world. Are you tired of winning? Are you tired of winning yet?
No, they
Yeah.
didn't. They did.
Well, that's all
He's
I'm
back. He
saying.
didn't take the 50 million. He's back. But they'll still do it on now again.
Well, he's got
They'll do
enough
it, they'll
people
do it, they'll do
because
it.
even the rich like to fight with each other. I mean, even they like to take turns with some blows to the gut.
You
Wouldn't
can't
it?
No, there's no one not part
Right.
of it. If
That's
there-
the
if
blue
there's many-
dress.
yeah.
Clearly,
You're
that's
in
an
it, you're in
example of that. Right. That we were talking about the other night. How you got to have some thick skin to be, hang out with certain people, certain archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a narcissistic trait that they have. Like I said, they don't believe. Okay, I'm an ass. If that's how you see me, I don't care. They don't think like everyone else.
No, I
They
know.
don't have guilt. They don't have any bit of that remorse. The only time that you'll ever see them cry or give a fuck is when they're caught. That's why when you watch those justice videos and you can tell the ones that are struggling, you can see it through the interrogation and you can tell the ones that are fucking psychopaths, right? So the ones who have done something wrong,
That's what we were
right,
talking about. The
have
copycats.
guilt, and those who don't.
The copycats.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have, like I was saying earlier, the guy I seen smashing his phone. Right? Never seen it like a bloke doing before, just going in a fit of anger and hitting his phone.
Yeah.
But
my ex was like that. And I remember one time he got really mad at me in college and he went like this with his sandwich and all the meat flew out of it.
But then to see a week later.
He went psycho.
A week later, then I see his underling, one of his underlings, doing the same fucking thing. Now he hadn't seen him doing it, but he heard someone else go back.
And this guy's now
a flying
his buddy.
monkey go back and saying, "Oh, see the other lad having a fucking hissy fit and throwing."
No, they're the same archetype.
They're wankers.
They're the same archetype. They both own the throw my phone out of anger or punch a wall out of anger. They have that wanker, in there, and they're met.
A wanker and a real wanker.
And now one wanker is a little bit longer than the other, and the two wankers met, and now he wants to take Viagra and catch up.
Well,
so he kisses and licks a lot of ass to get there. That's the program.
Well, that's what's going on in the world, unfortunately.
Yes. He was a wreck. I think that's how I always felt affluent. I felt like Cappy. He says he felt he was a whack, very tormented. I think he was. I think he had gotten in over his head. And he already knew what was going to happen to him anyway. So he was a martyr to the cause, if you ask me. But I can see the story being written in another way. So, just because I choose to let him be a hero until otherwise, that's like the Brady Bunch. Don't watch the behind the scenes. Think they were all really the way they portrayed themselves. I like that story and I'm okay with that. Whether or not that guy's a douchebag makes no difference to how I understand the world. So let him be a hero, and there's got to be a few.
No, you were saying that's how that conspiratorial type of thing you were watching, but that was out there. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it was given to you.
I found it interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I told you I was doing streams for a while of people coming to Comet Ping Pong. I keep thinking I should bring that back.
Mm-hmm.
You guys missed that. You weren't. I lost all of that before I met you. I would go and see the bands that were going to be playing at Comet Ping Pong for the weekend, and just share I would share a couple of their songs, and this is what was on the menu and what was special. I would read the menu off. And what's really stupid.
What's Planet Ping Pong? Is it like John in the van, is it?
That's the Pizza Gate. Planet Ping Pong is the pizza parlor that has the underground dungeon. That Hillary Clinton was videotaped murdering a child.
Was she?
Yes. I don't know. I'm telling you, that's what the conspiracy says. So that's where it was. That's where it landed.
But that was all like
that goes
Hugh
into
and all that. That's what I mean, and all that shit, was it?
The art and the bathhouses. The stuff that's just now kind of being talked about is years old. That's been around for a very long time. You just didn't dig far enough when you were investigating Cappy, obviously.
Well, Cappy, when he knew I was on the case, he threw himself off the bridge. That was the first thing, you know what I mean? Yeah,
because in my mind, Cappy and Pizzagate are directly linked. So's Tom Hanks and his hankies, his hanky chiefs, and the whole 9 yards. I went all the way down that slope.
Right back. Me and I go way back.
Okay.
Example. I don't know.
Lai, you should come up here.
With
I'm going to put the link out for Lai.
With what's his name?
Or Land, if you ever get some balls, and will come join us.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Yes.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
I don't know. I'm sorry. You were talking about Cappy, and you were talking about the Brian Harvey.
So I sort of, thing I have in common with, like,
right.
We've been fed the same. The first shit you were probably down on the internet, and who was waiting for you there on the interweb? Only these conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, but we're the coolest out of the we've all found each other within conspiracy circles, and I'd have to say that we're the coolest of them
when
all.
you just see, no, when you're there longer,
because we ask more questions.
No, you've been there longer.
Keep asking. Those people stopped asking.
You're nosy. That's all.
I don't think so. What are you saying? I must misunderstand what you're saying.
I'm just saying I'm no different than no one else. I'm just saying I'm nosy. It's like, I'm not taking that for anything.
I see what you're saying.
It depends on different people, different strokes for different folks. Right? I'm not saying, I'm just saying what interested me was, history and all that. And perverts. Finding out who these perverts
are. I have an analogy
and
for
when there's someone there waiting for you like that, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm going to name all these perverts and all that, hunky-dory.
Right.
It's funny how you meet a lot of the same people and they're still there years later.
Yeah, they're still there.
And be interested to see, well, what do you think is still of that now? After all, did you still? And where you come from? You know what I mean? What's your opinion now of? Are you still of the same opinion as, or have you know what I mean? I know myself, my opinions of.
Right.
I'm the same as anyone else. I'm no different than most people like that. It's inquisitive. But as you grow older, it depends on which way you go. If you settle into your church or you know what I mean? As I say, I never joined the gang.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had no time for any settling down to be, you know what I mean? I was always, that's what I'm saying. People get dragged in.
You know what I think we are? I have an analogy. I thought of this when you were speaking. We're like someone in a crowded theater and someone farts. And then people leave and they go, oh my God, someone farted in there. And we're the people in there that go around and smell everyone's ass until we find the one
I know
who
who
farted.
It was. I'm the one who coming in the door.
This guy right here.
I'll suss them out when they come in the door. I said, there's only farting done in here.
I see gassy eyes. You got gassy eyes.
I know who it was, okay?
Did you just belch? Did you have a large meal?
Yeah, that's why.
I get it. You're ahead of it. Okay. I know it's fun though to go back inside and look again, isn't it? I think it's really cool when I see some of the millennials going back into old stuff and bringing it back to the surface. The thing I don't like is when they claim as if it's the first time we've ever heard of it. So you'll get this group of these millennial YouTubers will suddenly start all talking about that, will say Cappy. Cappy will become a topic of conversation. And they'll all act like they're the first to bring it to you.
Mhm.
They completely forget that,
Why
you know,
would they?
right.
They-
And that's
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
that
That's what-
annoys me.
That's what age
I
does.
wish they would say, I want to bring back something that I have either never heard of, that's fair, or even to say something I'd heard of a long time ago, but I'd never really done a stream on it. I want to bring it back to the open arena for discussion. Cappy, you know, let's talk about Cappy again and get the
But that's
conversation
all
going again.
rehashed. It's no, but it's all just rehashed.
But they want to
rehashed.
claim, I found this. No, you didn't.
So what was that one there?
Give
Keep
credit
saying
right.
it
They
now
talk
again.
about plagiarizing.
The
They're the
boat-
last ones to
The
give
boat
credit,
and all them.
dickheads.
What's that
Hate
one?
the
The Something
millennium.
Project.
New Generation. Guess what?
You are deaf. I tell you that this morning. Unless I shout at you can't hear me.
No, I can't hear you.
So I don't shout, that's why.
I said, well, I'm quiet now.
I know, that's what I say. What? I can't shout at you. And I'm not going to keep on.
I was done. Next topic. Choo choo. Right.
What's that?
Don't go near the belchers or farters. Carlos. Oi, oi.
Oi.
I said the other day, I love my oi oiers. I never get a chance to say that other than when they come in and I can read their comment. Oi, oi. I can't think of anywhere I could use that and people wouldn't look at me weird other than this. And it's fun to say.
Oi, oi.
You don't have like words that just are fun to say.
Hey, hey. Yeah.
Hey, hey. Yeah. What makes that word so fun?
To me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Just in loads of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I found
fits.
it is. Yeah, just.
Do you find it's like a symbol for you? Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Like a lifelong kind of little dot you knew existed.
Who's that popping up?
Of course we know who it
Oh.
is. Oh my gosh. Look at his new.
Oh, man.
This is
Oh. What's it say?
why. Truth
Happening
hurts.
trips.
Oh.
Ah,
Very
like that one.
demonic looking there.
What words
Like,
can you make?
he looks nasty there, didn't
Yeah. Okay, let me check the background. Okay, so now you guys are here. You know the rule. I'll shut up.
he? But, but I can remember, God, that was ages ago, Isaac Cappy, but I see there's like some new videos out on him, eh?
Is there?
Is there? Wait.
Let's see,
Well, what
some
may-
people's
what
been
new could it
putting them
be?
up as.
No,
I mean, how can it come up a year ago? This was mega years ago. I remember Isaac Cappy. I'm trying to remember other names actually. There was a few of them in a group that was making a lot of money out of this, you know.
yeah.
I think the first guy to bring it up was, what was his name again? As I said, it was ages ago.
Yeah, I know. There was a guy actually moved at the time. He was one of these truthers who had to move from Cappy.
It was Corey Fieldman. Do you remember? Do you
That's
remember when Corey Fieldman came out first?
Yes.
Yeah, Corey
right.
felt.
Yeah, he
You
was.
know, and then the dice at Cappy going on about. I remember him going on about Paris Jackson and all that shit as well. You know, and I'll try to remember all the other players that was in that. Lift the Veil, he's another one. Right?
That was
we
who
had we-
Yes.
we had Honeybee, right? She ripped off people for she was going to do a child protection thing. They got all this money off people, and they fucking still never made the film on it. You know, quite a lot of money, and that's what they were all going on about doing, was actually getting money to go and fund off like child abuse sort of things, you know, and well, basically almost all of them kind of like fucking unseen for like most of the shit they were coming out with, you know. Isaac Cappy, I never really bothered much more after him after he fucking went off the bridge. I jumped away from all that because by that time, the Pizzagate was just sounding so fucking ridiculous that it just never made any sense, you know. And these
Yeah.
guys couldn't back. They had no evidence to back any up, you know.
Right.
And then people's properties were starting to get shot up with fucking crazy people going down there with guns, thinking, "Oh, this shit's all real," and
See, I
they'd
think
no proof to it, you know.
he was a psyop. I think he was sent in. I think he was either mind controlled or controlled. I don't
Aye,
believe his story in its
no.
entirety.
I couldn't find
Draw a
any
lot
proof
of
in that.
attention to something though. So I think if it was, this is where I think like the devil, because I need to tell you something, but I can't tell you something, but I need to tell you something. How do I tell you something in a code? So I
I
can
know.
do something under the guise of a conspiracy theory, which
Aye,
allows those who have the right to translate
God.
this and actually figure out what, like a what are those things that the gamers do where they have an AMP, or I don't know what they're called, but they, they release a game, but they do it with a game. You know what Lost did for us? That's what Lost accomplished, that
Aye,
television show.
yeah.
And it was the first of its kind. And now we have, LARPing for a video game. It's so interesting.
hmm
That
And
was
then, and then actually, in amongst all this, right, we had like Honeybee with other people as well. I can't remember 100% their names, right? Well, we found 4 convicted paedophiles for them. For America, by the way, and we had all their, what do you call it? We had all the records there. And yet, these people had these working on their channels, working on panels, you know? And we found another creep that was fucking dating a 15-year-old, you know? So aye, they were just a bunch of fucking wrong. It was as if a bunch of pedos had fucking opened up channels. And there was another guy as well that had raped a young lad mega years back, and his conviction was there as well. And he'd fucking like he'd over 50,000 subscribers, but we lost all them their channels, you know. But it showed you just how rife that YouTube actually was with fucking predators in it, you know. But I tended to get away from all that side of the shit, the mucky side of fucking YouTube, you know. I couldn't be arsed with pizza gates or any other gates after that, except for
right.
kill gates. No.
Well,
Because
hey,
when you're doing, see when you're jumping into that, see when you're jumping into like, when you're like jumping into like, children being fucking abused and these people making money out of it. And actually, I know quite a lot of real victims of child abuse online, just because of my other channel that I had ages ago, where we researched into things with fucking stupid claims of satanic ritual abuse. Like, see, you had that John Wedger. Do you remember? You played a wee clip of him.
yes,
You remember him, John? Right.
yes.
Well, see John
Yeah.
Wedger, right? Well, I've actually still got fucking some videos on John Wedger. Now, this guy investigating child prostitution, right? Child prostitution, now, and prostitutes itself, right? And this is a guy that sells products, right? A miniskirt with fucking John Wedger's face right on the front here. That to me is just like it's so inappropriate if you were into that sort of thing or stopping that sort of business, because you know that they dress all these young people up in the fucking miniskirt and the prostitutes the miniskirt. It's the attraction, you know. Nasty attraction, yet you get a guy here that's meant to be fucking on the ball against child sexual abuse. And I don't even know how he actually even managed to go into the independent child abuse inquiry, by the way, because he's a fucking moron, you know. I know quite a lot about John Wedger, Bill Maloney, Brian Harvey, Ash, all of them. They were just all full of shit. Film producers producing garbage again, you know. Whereas at that time, one of the biggest child abuse inquiries was going on in the UK at the time, and all these fucking distractions kind of fucked the trials up, you know. Jimmy Savile was a massive disruption in all the trials at that time. It was so big involving rich people that they couldn't even get a rich person to fucking judge it. That's how high up they were. So it's not to say that these people aren't out there. It's just we can never get them to justice because they keep using the media and bringing in fake fuckers, you know, to control it. Whereas we can't get to the heart of these paedophiles that's a wee high up in the ring. They're fucking protected by judges and everything. There's just so much blackmail in all these people that's in charge that it's unbelievable that they just do what they're fucking told, you know. And there is a lot of nasty ones in amongst them all. Really nasty fuckers, you know. I couldn't even get 2 seconds of my time. But it is what it is. It's the way the media, the internet, and that works. They fucking hit you with fake people that are useless to us instead of getting to the actual heart of the inquiries that everybody was looking for. I mean, that's still ongoing, the biggest inquiry here in the UK, because they can't get anybody to judge it because they're so high up that
Oi, oi, oi.
there's nobody to
Hello.
judge it. Hello,
Hey, Jason.
Jason.
Hiya. How's it going? Hello, mate. Hello. Sorry to interrupt you. I saw Uhlick was live and I got excited.
Uhlick.
Now I'm not so. Uhlick,
Where did you go, actually?
welcome to the Uhlick thing. Brilliant. Good stuff. I'm not queer, but I'm here. Just trying to change my banner. Sorry, mate.
There we go.
Hey, it's really me. It's really me. There you go.
It's the committee of 300.
Oh, Carlos.
Did you ever
Pure
fall
blood.
that way, Jason?
I don't.
Sorry, mate. You had your mouth full of sweets. What?
I'd say
What'd you
Jason
say?
made a few holes. in
You
his
think
head.
he's been down some holes? Okay.
Yes, I'd say Jason was a potholer. I'd say.
Okay. Jason, you've been in some holes. Have you slipped in some holes?
Well, you know what they say about assumptions. You should never assume. Yeah, sort of. I've dug a hole. I've never been able to sell a hole. I find that as a woman's trait. So me and holes. I mean, they're expensive, aren't they? Holes. Yeah, I think.
They can
Yeah.
be.
Did you ever get sent out to dig half a hole?
Yeah, expose that fucking, what do they call it? Something cock. What do you call it? Something cock. A stuck cock. That's it. Expose that stuck cock. And that's like digging half hole. So yeah, half hole I've dug and I've got paid for it. There you go. So yeah,
Very good.
stuck cock.
We were talking about conspiracies, falling in conspiracy holes. Something you get interested in.
Oh. Yeah, I'm interested that 4 times. So I fell into the biggest conspiracy hole you can imagine. So yeah, I'll just sit on the side and listen for a second if that's all right.
No, you can't just do that and leave. That's the worst thing. Oh, I found the biggest hole of the lot. And
I know. What's
come on.
your hole? Share your hole with us today, please.
Okay.
Share your hole with us.
Come on.
Well, you know, maybe buy me a meal first, and then you know. What's I mean? So let's not talk about the old stabby, jabby, stabby. But conspiracy holes,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it just distraction? Distract, isn't it?
That's
It's just
all it is. It's distraction. It's to keep you
Yeah.
doing rabbit holes forever, you know.
like the first magic ever, you know, sort of shit was basically theft, wasn't it? It's theft, isn't it? It's trickery.
It's trickery. That's exactly what it was. Trickery, actually. It's
Yeah.
trying to trick you into believing shit that you can't prove's real, you know. It's just like you
Yeah.
said earlier, the flat earth and the round earth. I mean, it doesn't really make any difference to you whatsoever, unless you plan to go on a big,
Yeah.
as I said, a big long fucking
not-
walk somewhere.
I mean, I think we can all
I
come
mean,
together and still believe different things. You know, maybe.
Come to Scotland and tell me it's flat. Or tell any Scots person it's flat. It's just all hills everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a flat earther. my
England's
friend.
flat. A good part of England's flat.
Yeah, but I'm not a flat earther. You know that, didn't you? It's our kids a
Foreign.
flat earther.
I don't care. If it's
Ah,
said if it's
yeah,
flat or
he's the flat.
I would kind of
I
be more
like having a
tempted
flat
to
earth
think.
friend.
Aye.
I like having
I've got flat earth friends and I've got round earth friends, you know.
Cameron. Pussycat on. Pussycat in shot. My pussy's in the shot. Mwah. Mwah. Mm. That's his
Hey,
tail,
Wang.
isn't it? Hey, Wang. Wang, Wang.
Don't kill her.
He don't care about you, love. He doesn't care. Gets jealous.
That's a Scottish cat anyway. It's a ginger. It's a ginger hell.
Well, he's not got danger from fucking rusty from being out in the rain. Put it that way. Is that how gingers are made?
Camera off, Joanie. Camera off. Okay.
You're so much more attractive with your helmet on.
Fuck you.
I would ask you to
What?
keep that. Wait, bring the helmet.
How's that? How's that for a helmet? Is that all right? Is that better for you,
I tried
Joanie?
that already.
Does that work for you, babe?
We were doing satanic
Oh, look at this.
rituals in his
He's
basement.
been waiting for this to do his.
What? He's dressed up for the part.
Have you, what do we call them? You watch that Sky-Fi stuff. Them little things that go around them. There's two little
Jedi.
No.
No. Sith.
I
Jedi.
don't know.
Out there.
A monk?
No, with two little red eyes coming out of the
The
monks.
Unabomber?
That's all. I don't know who they are.
I don't either.
I do see them every now and then. Probably some
I'm
Sky-Fi
just
thing.
naming people in hoodies
It's
at
in
this
Star
point.
Wars. One of them Star Wars
Yes,
things.
the little Ewok.
Yeah, you're talking about Jawas. You're talking about Jawas. Yeah.
The Ewoks.
Is that what
Or,
they're-
well,
Or
no, they
you
did
took-
cloaking.
Or were you
kind
talking about the Sith and the Jedi? What were you talking about? Sith or
Yeah,
Jedi or
well,
Jawas?
thing is the Death Eaters and Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter. Bit of Harry Potter. Hey,
I'm a Harry Potter
what's the
fan.
name of this live then? What's this live called? Let's have a
Right
look.
thoughts with Uhlick and Joanie. And now
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a coffee.
okay.
He sounded a bit like Sean Connery then, didn't he?
Oh,
Hey.
Liza's a sexy one there. He's got a
I'm an
nice
off guy, but I am good. I'm not ugly. You know what I mean? I'm not ugly, so I don't mind, but I am camera off guy. So there you go.
You're in a subcategory, Jason. I need to write another
Yeah, I'm
category.
inviting me own destruction, isn't it? It's terrible.
Playing
Right.
with the
What
pussy.
can't I find Uhlick? What can I find Uhlick? Switch
You
account.
should be up at the top if you're in the stream yard, Jason. What are you trying to do? Share the stream out.
No, sweetheart, I'm not. No, I mean, if Uhlick ever wanted me to, I would do that gladly.
Hang on, what about
But all I'm seeing here, which is weird because I'm here. Oh, there you are. There you are. Let me just. Sorry, it might be a bit of volume for a second. Right. Okay, we're here. Let's leave a like. Everybody leave a like.
there?
This is you, fella.
Did you want?
I think you deserve a spot on the wall, didn't you? Anyway, so what's it say here? All right, so conspiracies. What the fuck? Who's that? Oi, who's
We were
that?
just talking about conspiracies.
Hang on.
What is the matter?
Who's that? Sorry.
What you're in that. Now look, the sub count just went up all of a sudden when you came in.
No, I ain't even put it on my wall yet.
Doesn't
Yes,
matter.
it can.
People know you're here. They smell you.
Oh,
I know he's around here somewhere.
fucking
You're lying.
hell, Joe.
Go looking for you.
Fucking hell, Jody. That was pretty.
Okay.
That's a lovely picture on the background there. You
What
Can
is
you
what?
please do something with that?
Oh,
you
right,
know
sorry.
how I am about stuff like that. Oh.
He falls teeth, sorry.
Why am I not?
Man.
She had me sucking jerky.
Loves to suck my jerkies. Every
Suck my unit. Oh, have you seen that from
new name. Suck
Tropic
my
Thunder? Suck my unit. That's so funny. I found you, bruv. But why is there only two of us? That can't be right.
Jay
So-
also likes to say his thoughts out loud.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's-
You talk to
it's-
your cats. I imagine that you talk to them all the time, don't you?
I've only got one cat.
With the one cat.
I don't talk to him all the time. I do talk to him to be like, acknowledging.
Mhm.
I'm struggling here. Sorry to find you. I've got you on 2 pads, and I can't find you on my phone. And I want to know why. I mean, fuck it.
Well, you just
Idiot.
So
Sorry,
do
Jane.
you just stream it from different devices to give people that you like the watch hours?
No.
Why? do you-
I do it out of the kindness of my heart.
What does that
I'm
do?
not restreaming. I'm not restreaming anybody. I'm just
Why do you
advertising your stream on my wall.
Right, right. I
Uh,
got what you're doing. No, I remember a long time ago, people would put on, like, PDF would put me on, like, his laptop
Gotcha.
just to
There you
help get me, like, watch hours and stuff. And I thought that's kind of nice. We'd have 2 screens going. So it would be.
Oh yeah. I mean, at the
Right.
minute, I've got like.
Yeah, but
I'm,
that's
I'm on your live.
when you can't read what the other chats.
I'm on your live.
I'm
I'm
talking
looking on another panel at your live, and now I'm just going to chuck it on my wall.
I'm
So,
just talking about
and
I got my phone and I put it on, it'll show watch hours. It'll have so
oh,
you
right.
do that for each
Do you
other.
mean in the studio?
Same stream on not in the studio, just on their phone. They would have the same YouTube stream playing to give them
Right.
2 views and 2 that's double the watch hours. Because the algorithm will pick up the watch hours from this device separate from the watch hours from that device. That's all I was trying to figure out. That was a long way around. Choo choo.
Okay.
Back on.
Choo-choo. You cost us 5 viewers through that explanation. 5.
I did. Well, that's only fair.
That's like,
Fuck them.
that was like
They didn't get to see me flash my tits. Watch everybody. Hey.
when Elon Musk and all these
Mistake,
people were
that's-
telling you that there was billions on Facebook.
Right.
I had 500,000 accounts on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When they're trying to sell something, they tell you one thing. Do you remember they had
I'm not.
social?
I bet you Nomadic Brit. I bet you Nomadic Brit doesn't know about this channel, does he?
Probably not. You know what you made me think of though?
Let's- I'm going to tag him in this live.
I forgot.
So,
Yes.
oh, you forgot.
What did you just
Okay.
say?
I said Nomadic Brit probably
No,
hasn't got
You
the.
interrupted my thought coming from his thought. And now I can't remember what he said.
Thought so. I thought so. Yeah.
Oh well.
There we go. So hopefully Nomadic Brit will pop over. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? He's all right.
Yeah, I
That
do
was-
all the time for the Maddie Brit.
Get it out.
And the usuals. Yeah, I love them all, yeah. All equally.
Yeah. Don't forget the clocks go back over here in the UK on Sunday. We get an extra hour's kip. Or
Well-
poor people like today will have to do an extra hour's work. That's how it rolls.
4 hours of
This
difference
is yours.
for a while then between us, Jason. Between us, Jason.
For a minute.
What's between us, Jason? Jason.
Together for just a minute.
Jason, can you share breakfast
Such a
together
dilemma.
sometime?
It's a long way to swim for a fucking breakfast, for a fucking pancake.
Virtual breakfast.
It's a long way. Ooh. Yeah. They will pull. Oh, it's me. Oh no, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to answer it. I'm on a live stream. Sorry. Busy. Carry on. Where were we? What were we talking about?
What's your favorite conspiracy?
My
Doesn't matter
favorite
if you believe it
conspiracy.
or not. Just anyone you think is either funny or one of them you like. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Is that the Alcatraz?
No.
No, what's it's
Well,
Jimmy
was he?
Hoffa.
Was he
That's
in-
that's the money, the disappearing, the
That's
robbery, and then Jimmy
Airplane.
Hoffa. Yeah,
Was he
That's
the
it.
yeah, that's the one that would
man?
make me laugh, smile, and yeah.
Plane
Okay.
went down.
Did it?
They
Yeah.
never found him or the money, but he's dead now.
The label leader.
I don't know. Let's just say I thought Jimmy Hoffa was a union man. He was a big shot in the unions. He was like a mafia in the
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
he
know.
stole a bunch of money, and his plane went down, and they never found him
They
or the
never found
money.
money, just
Is
flew
that
off
is
the
that
plane.
right, Jay?
Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you.
So the
I
story-
found this out through watching Porn Stars on in the Los Angeles one. You know, I
Yeah.
found out about it. Yeah.
Oh.
So someone brought some memorabilia in, so it's quite interesting. So yeah, I would say that
When did this
that's
happen?
about
I don't know.
level I'm at.
It's in the 40s. When was
That,
that?
that was 50. That was about 50 years ago.
50s.
It was,
Would you remember?
50s, I
It's
would have
maybe-
said.
the other one that was a mystery as well was the
Right.
guy Cooper that
Yeah.
jumped out the aeroplane. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Remember Cooper that jumped out with the money? I don't think they ever found him either. Jumped out an airliner at the back of it. Do you know that one?
I don't
That's an
know.
American one.
I get muddled with films. I start merging into films when I
I don't think he's a
about the
film,
action.
it's just a documentary on him, you know.
Yeah.
What he did. He robbed a bank, went up in an aeroplane. They reckon he was at Special Forces or
The
something.
one,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But we can't even prove that it even happened.
No.
That's the thing.
Right.
But
Just a
that
weird
guy,
one.
that he was just Jimmy Hoffa was well known. I mean, he's going back to the 50s with him, isn't you?
It's like an Elvis with him. They don't know, was he killed
Aye,
or
true.
did he survive? Like, you know,
Exactly. Did they take on a new identity? That's what they're trying to
Aye,
crack
no.
up. But,
That's the
yeah,
trouble,
that's about the level I'm at, though, Joanie. To be fair, nothing else really, nothing UFO-y, nothing like that really tickles me boat or anything like that. Just
that's fair.
that's more the level I'm at. So next.
I was never tickled by the alien bone either until it became too many, until I found myself in the minority again. And then I
Yeah.
thought, what is happening? What did you just say?
They
You know,
were.
I had to start doing I had to get back in. I had to get dirty. I put knee pads on this time. I
Right.
was real good. I had a headlamp.
Yeah.
And I did some packs
Wow.
of space food. I went underground to find NASA. I told you they have underground bunkers named the Moon and Saturn. That's their little nicknames. That's where Obama and that's where they're going, the businessmen.
Mhm.
That's where Russell hangs out. He lives on, because remember all these celebrities in the early 2000s, so the first decade of the 2000s, all these celebrities started buying tickets to live on other planets. Does anybody remember that from TMZ? No, I did.
No.
And I thought it peculiar. They were making all these claims through paparazzi that they were buying tickets to live on Mars and buying tickets to do this and to live on the moon and live on these planets. And first you take that as a joke, but then I remembered that scene in Men in Black where he pulls the tabloids off to find the truth. It's in there, right? And I started
Yeah.
about it. And then what really got me is I had a vision of the Little Dipper. So I actually have it tattooed on me because it came to me in the vision, right? So I had this idea. And so then I'm looking at the constellations. I was looking into astrology and astronomy. And I realized that the underground bunkers, or the DUMS, are in constellation form. So I go and look, and sure enough, they have names like the moon.
Mhm.
That's what these celebrities bought. Russell Brand has a fake window. You can buy them now, but they've had them for a while.
Are these Star
Mhm.
Force something to do with
I
underground?
think
Maybe
so.
there
I
could be
gotten
another-
into that too. With they collect as a collection point for energy and electricity. There's all kinds of crazy stems from that, but I'm telling you, that's the truth. as far as that much goes, that can be proven or at least admitted to, right? And it makes sense. And so if we're talking, NASA's never been going to the moon. They've always been drilling underground bunkers. They've always been drilling. And those oil pockets where they say they get fuel from, they're all over. And when they're empty, they make these caverns.
Makes sense, wouldn't it?
And then whatever catastrophe is I can only assume that they're either doing that to avoid us.
Well, what about these?
Or
things,
something's going to happen.
When I look at them, these Martello towers, and that's you know the way they're all around the coast of England and Ireland. They look like chimney pots more so now when I think, rather than fortifications.
Okay, you're talking about these little
pots.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about. They'll be like a stack in a circle, like a. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. They're.
Yeah.
Let me see.
They were in a Father Ted episode, weren't they?
Yeah, they probably are.
Okay. Yeah, I know what
you're talking about. I don't know.
Well, if that's close enough, then I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's all different types of them. But I'm just thinking now when you're saying that, like, you know, when I was there with the blower, and I'm saying to you, what are all them little things in the ground there?
Right.
And you're saying there's frogs. And I said, how the fuck do they survive
spiders
in the water? Like,
well, they breathe through their skin, didn't they?
No, just look at these pods that come up and it keeps everything.
They're little holes. When you use the leaf, you don't see them. And when you use a leaf blower, they have a hinge. It's a spider. They're little trapdoor spiders, and they sit with it close.
Oh yes.
Wait for something to come close, and they leap out and grab you.
Very fast. Very fast.
And they're everywhere. These little trapdoors. The birds love them. I mean, we don't. But yeah, they're harmless spiders. They're not ones you would hate to have, but there's a lot of them. They have lots of. So one spider could have several doors, right?
But that's what that reminds me of.
Oh wow, wow!
You can live.
Yeah, you can live underground. They live underground. You never see them. You see them in masks, or you see a body double. You don't even know who you see.
It's a whole different world there.
The mole people is real.
The ground there. You know what I mean? That's to say, it wasn't until I was blown
That's
the ground.
Raccoon City.
Am I stoned here? Are they all just little vents or whatever? And it wasn't until I asked you. I thought maybe I'm being stupid asking you, what are all these holes or little lids popping up here?
They're cool. They're cute.
They're not. They're death traps for
grubs.
Well, I mean,
things that live in the underground. Wasps that live underground. Cicadas live underground. Ants live underground. I think that's why they like the bees and the ants as reference, because they're very opposite of each other, although they work very much the same. One works through tunnels, the other one works through a hive.
Well, if you look at all the TV, a lot of TV ads there now are for windows. That's what you want to look at.
It's what I'm saying. That Russell Brand that is not his logs in the background. He is not out there lumberjacking with that axe like he wants you to think. That is a picture frame behind him of a window of somewhere else. That's what I think when the Pizzagate, go back to Pizzagate for a minute. Do you remember that they were showing you people like Ellen DeGeneres and Tom Hanks in their underground bunkers with what appeared to be some type of tag on their ankle or some type of ankle bracelet? And it was going around that they'd been secretly arrested. And that's why Q was around, to keep everyone's eye off of me. Can I ask
anyone here if they, rather than you, no, I have never heard of this. Has anyone else
heard of what, mate?
That's only because you didn't go down the rabbit hole far enough. That's all. That's what I'm saying. That's what was going on at that time.
There was you've seen pictures of them being tagged with tags on them.
They had in their, that's what the rumors were. That was the conspiracy. You can go and look it up. It was right there with the Cappies and all of that going on. Tom Hanks and his one shoe diaries and the gloves.
Tom Hanks is quite bigly involved in all that conspiracy stuff at the time.
Right.
He's been involved in quite a lot of things, Tom Hanks. You know?
I'm going to sit here, but I'm going to be away for 10 minutes. I'll pop back though. I'm going to sit right here though. I've just got to do
Okay.
something. See you in 10.
Okay.
I know.
All right. See you in 10.
Yeah.
What about?
See, so Lie's heard of it. Lie at least knows the
That's fair.
reference that I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the references.
I mean, let's put it this way, right? Tom Hanks is in he's in a film as well called, and he's called Corona in it. You know, and who was the first person to catch coronavirus in America? It was Tom Hanks.
Well, it
No,
was
it's not just coincidence.
Yeah,
And the
so-
film's there on it, and that's his name in it, Corona.
It's big.
I mean, what would the odds of that be? You know,
Yeah.
It was
No,
funny how that
it's-
changed Corona to COVID.
Mhm.
That was all hushed. Fair play, yeah. You've kept it alive, like, yeah.
Mhm.
hmm
Well, that's its main course, coronavirus. COVID-19 is a form of the coronavirus, which is
Yeah.
a form of Epstein-Barr, which lies in 95% of the population.
Yeah.
It's not even 6 degrees away. It's 2
Yeah.
degrees. And so is AIDS and herpes
Yeah.
and any
Mad
of these
cow's disease. You could go through them all, couldn't we? Shingles.
all there. It's all unpacked right there in that pretty little
Right.
suitcase. And all they
And
need is
shing-
a trigger. You'll have allergies for life. You'll have
Yeah.
dizzy for life.
With the antibiotics. they put into it.
Some type of outside environmental factor, rather put in you or scared into you. Because remember, there's 2 ways I can create an outcome in a human body. I can give them a real fear, a real trauma, or a perceived trauma. A divorce is just as altering to the DNA as a broken leg, if not more so. So I can kill you with perceived fear.
Mhm.
I only
I
need
mean-
to make you think I'm going to kill you for you to spill
That's
your
it.
guts.
Or I've got a miracle cure here. Line up and jab it into your arm.
Yeah, I have to
I
make
mean,
you
I
yes.
remember
because I'm
when the
nice.
very first, when the very first vaccines actually came out and hit the market mega years ago, it was only adults that got them, right? But most adults never even went and got these vaccines, and then they changed it to children. And if you look now, how many jabs that a child gets up to like 5 years of age, there's an awful lot of them now, you know.
Mhm.
I lost count the last time I looked. I looked at the what do you call it, immunology like program about a child goes through it. That was a UK one,
Yeah.
and God, I was like, wow, thank God I'm not a child anymore. I said, look at all these jags, there's hundreds of them.
I would like to point out that the UK is the home of the Ehlers-Danlos Foundation. Now, what's really interesting about Ehlers-Danlos compared to other rare genetic things or seemingly rare is that it mimics everything else, making it one of their favorites to study. So that's why I think that's interesting, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And their foundation is in the UK. That's their headquarters for the zebra. It's the, EDS Foundation with a little zebra on it. And it makes me wonder because it seems to be, anyone can have it, right? But there are statistics that go along with it. And so it's interesting just to note where it's at. Where are they at? Do you see what I mean? Hub locations. Definitely.
Well,
They
I
only
think
make you
I
have
think it's all muddied. The water's all muddied. That it's plain and simple what they've done. All that I don't want to go into it now, but better people than me will make it clearer exactly what the hoax has been, not
It's a direct
what
hit.
the truth movement has
Right.
even been
Another-
constantly saying as well.
This is them being one chess move ahead of us. See, they are already prepared for your conspiracy theories, so they put them in motion before they show up. This is what a narcissist do. When they know that you're about to discard them, they start telling everybody that you're a slut, right? That's what they do. So, or you're stalking them. That was one. So
Give you
then
bad press.
No. Everyone saw. The police already see you as the stalker.
Just reverse the role, isn't it? You look the lunatic.
It is.
He did it earlier.
Well, isn't that the idea of the narcissistic mirroring reflection in the first place? I mean, we would talk about narcissism or narcissus, the where we get this term from, because he fell in love with his own reflection, right? And people see that as vanity, and they are missing what narcissism even is. And as vanity is there, but it's the reflection of what they see that goes into the Snow White. And I look at her and I see me. I see, I'm jealous of what I see. I want to destroy that. I'm that. I want to suck it. That's where we get all that succubus and the idea of soul sucking and absorbing and vampirism, because that's what happens. You're a great person, and then you get with one of these people, and when it's over, you've traded places. And you don't even know how it happened. You're literally, what the fuck? Like a flip in time. You literally time slipped and went into another dimension. Now, I've lived through this. This is exactly how it felt. And that's what they're representing in these films. They're not talking about time traveling. They're talking about how these flips from one side to the other, to this generation over here, to a generation over here, from an uprising to a crisis, from an empty to a full, back and forth.
But manipulating us in the meantime. The
Why
mass,
not?
Well, the masses in the middle.
Because I need them juggling on the sides to keep my teeter-totter. I have to have mass amounts over here and mass amounts over there. I can't have very many in the middle, because if they all came to the middle.
No, we're not. That's what I say. They control both sides of the truth, if you know what I mean. The truth for you and the truth for me.
Now I'm thinking of those boards they have at the fun house or at the park, where it's just a piece of wood and it's on a spring, and you have to get on it just right. I could lean over and be right on the ground, but the idea is to try to get that perfect balance. And that's really what we think. It's one or the other, but it has a lot further to drop, and we're only seeing this much of that chart, right? I just saw somebody breaking down charts and showing you generationally that their information is taken, and this actually happens throughout history if you pull it back a notch. And that's what I think we have to start doing. We're looking way too close here at these charts, and so we think this is a cycle, but it's not. If we pulled it back, that cycle doesn't happen again for 700 years.
Yep.
And the last time was 1770, 66.
Well, to plan for in a big, like we were saying there, 1850 to me was a brilliant year for everything. Let's just say Prussia.
Okay.
People overlook it.
Okay.
The Irish famine was happening. What was happening here? The 13th president was getting ready. X was getting ready here.
Say this again. Listen to what he's saying was lining up at this time. This is so interesting.
All these, that's one.
Say it again, so everybody will pay attention to you.
1850.
1850.
What was happening?
What was
all
happening?
Across the world? Who was disappearing? Prussia, all these things were all diplomatic wise. What were all the deals being done, the treaties being signed? I don't know. Have a look at them in different parts of the world, and you'll see the game of chess. We need railroads being built over here, by the way. We give them a famine over here, and we push the immigration over there. We get that.
That's called
but
risk.
Politically wise, what's going on at the same time? The I Don't Know party was invented, I found. I just discovered this the other day. Who the fuck is the I Don't Know party? Right? And have a look at them, and you say, yeah, they started because of all the immigration coming in now, what they knew about. We can store some shit now. But it's forming of a nation, getting ready for all.
It's a cyclone in a way. You can see it almost a cyclone happening.
Well, when you go, that's to say, you
Yeah.
can't see it further on in the.
Right.
You see, I kind of thought, right, see when they opened all the borders up, and we're talking about the whole of Europe, all the way to America, basically all around the world, right? Immigrants just flocking here, there, left, right, and everywhere. And I was like, I don't see what the purpose to all this is actually being here, or these adults, mums. But and then it just clicked to me, and I kind of went down the route that Joan was on. And they're not interested in fucking adults, it's children. You can program children, you can't program adults.
No,
You know what I
and
mean?
they've been programming children now 3 generations,
No.
and they're about to program them all at home. I find
Yeah.
that interesting that the
Yeah.
area
And
we're in is putting in wires
and
for
right.
homeschooling. What?
Yep. Or
Why are
fiber optic
we doing that
cables,
now?
John. You
And a
see
lot
what's
of
happened is right
for
with
virtual schools
now.
now.
Yeah. See if you go and look at like say right, who's all connected by fiber optic cable now? Well, you'll find that we just connected India there in a big way. We've connected all these other countries. We've practically linked the whole world up to fiber optic cable. Right. Never mind them stupid fucking satellites up in the sky that they keep telling you, but that controls nothing, you know. That's just a distraction of them satellite shit. Never believed in it ever in my life, they things. And I used to fit satellite dishes, you know. And I
Right.
would always point in a certain direction, which I knew would be a tower, you know, and no a satellite. You know what I
There's
mean?
no
They can
satellite.
give them all these names, you know. But if you look and check like the world map of fiber optic cables now, you'll see exactly where it's all joined up. It just shows you them all. And you're talking about, well, we're talking right now for the UK, basically to America, immediately. There's not even a gap in it. You know, there's not even a delay. It's just instantaneous. The olden days when you were online, there would be a bit. There was always a bit of a gap. They've actually taken out almost every copper wire they can get out now. Every telephone line's getting replaced by fibre optic cables. That's what's happened here. And we've got a fibre optic cable, I would reckon, to probably every house in Glasgow now. They said that every house in the UK would have a computer in it and the government would pay for it. And well, you know, I can kind of see why they would say that and why they would do that. Make you work from home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some
And they can
mulch.
tell if you, and they'll tell if you've been on the internet or not. Because there's electric buses coming here in 2030 and they're driverless.
Right.
I
Wow.
reckon they'll be up and running by 2030. That's their goal, you know. And
Right.
we're meant to
We've got
hit that
electric
green.
already. We've already got electric. They're not driverless yet, but yeah, there are some things that are
If we don't
driverless.
say no, we'll have them. If we don't say
Well,
no
they'll be
now,
here.
if we don't stop buying them,
Yeah.
we will have
They
them.
will be there. They're chopping all the trees down in Glasgow city centre so that the signal's spot on, you know. There's hardly a tree left in the city centre now. They've taken them all down. They've been doing it all year. So they're just trying to get. I'm not saying that the buses will come all the way to like to where I live, but the city centre, I would reckon definitely. And aye,
Hey,
we've
freedom
got
of
years 5G, so I'd reckon that maybe if they move to 7G, because 5's really kind of not enough. You know what they are? They always go up and up, so they'll just get better and better. I'm tending to find that a lot of things are starting to happen. There's people using all the AI apps, you know, for like pictures, lots of things, information. You know, I mean, I asked AI. I said,
oil.
"What's the most?" I asked AI. I said, "What would be the most secure job to get?" And it told me to be a kindergarten teacher. That is the safest job.
Wow.
There you go.
Come on, Jay. You were going to say something.
What are you saying, Jess? Sorry, mate.
Totes and mosh. Totes and mosh. That's what I'm saying. Totes and mosh. Ultra. Yeah. Have you not seen the Ministry of Madness? I went off to watch that quickly.
Oh yeah.
Ultra. Oh, I saw that. Fucking funny.
I just like the
You get me, bro?
bastard.
You get me? Oh, bastards.
Good little chipmunk.
Anyway, Cash is in the chat. Hello, Cash. Freedom and Weights. Hello, mate. You're all right.
It's crazy when you start thinking about it because, like, even you made me think, Lai, about the software they have where they can predict what you'd look like as an adult. Why would they need that? Could you possibly think of a reason why that would come in handy in the future? I'm not saying they're going to, but just in case. See, in a think tank of death, there's a lot of things on the table. They have multiple plans in play. They're, you know, just because they're not picking it up today doesn't mean they wouldn't if they had to. You know. And
Mm.
so now those movies like Gattaca and shit start really sounding more realistic by the second when you start thinking that way. Fuck me.
The trouble with AI is, my friend, she was up earlier and she said that somebody tried to blackmail her son, you know, because somebody went and used AI and changed it so as it looked like a pornographic picture of him. It's nothing like
Right.
him, you know. But we're kind of feel at areas where
Hey,
we know that
congratulations,
bullshit
Uhlick.
like that.
Uhlick, congratulations, mate. Well done,
Is it?
mate.
What have I done?
Well, you got 203 subscribers. Hey,
What?
Well done.
You have
Woohoo.
more than
fantastic. Well,
Like,
well,
I
mate.
need to reload.
Uhlick.
I have subscribers.
Yes.
For the other.
Fantastic.
true.
Good
But you
stuff,
have more
mate.
people
Well
watching
done.
than I
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
You
Thank you, everybody.
Wait, you get a certificate
I-
now.
I'll become the second. I'll become the heel. You take over. And I'll run the system. I'll be your sidekick.
There you go. You're the uploader.
I'll be your Robin.
But
You can be
mate,
Batman.
it's good little Mark.
Go fuck yourself.
Did we say Jimmy Hoffa again? Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa.
It is a
The
fun word.
blackguard.
Give me half.
Mhm.
Let me see. Mine would be Maxwell. That would be mine.
Maxwell.
Yeah, I can't.
You
I
like the
haven't
Maxwell.
got anywhere with it. I have enough, you know what I mean, to but I haven't gone
You'd
down.
like to really die. That
I
would be
want
what you'd
someone
write a
to
book
burst-
on. If you were to ever write a book. If you were forced, again, you have to pick something now that you have for the rest of your life. That would be it.
That would be my.
Uh-huh.
I'd say I'd open a lot of doors with that one. The answer to
Definitely.
that one would.
That's where you drop in at.
I'd say I'd meet you all there. If
I'll meet you back in
are there,
Cappies.
no, but you know what I mean. If someone says, if you just want to know the truth, and you get there, it's a game, right?
Yeah,
and then you
because
say, well, okay, I'm going down this, and whoever gets there, you know, you're all going to land there.
well, I
eventually
came
at
from the
some
business
stage.
side. So
Mhm.
I fell into this from you see the books that are on my shelf. I had those books pre. I've always been interested in these things.
Mhm. Well, Second World War would have been mine, and then for you to say all that, well, not you, just
Yeah, I know what you're
like
saying.
with all the testing that's gone on, what they were doing, what that world,
That was a giant psychological
Oh, big experiment.
and what came out
psyop
of it.
and wars.
Huge
all
experiment.
because it also came right after the era of the psychic wards.
Mhm.
So we were coming out of the 1800s where we were putting anybody and everybody, you know,
what they
and
were
that
called them?
came after
You know
the
what they called
witch
them here?
trials. Right?
Idiots. That's what they were called.
Right.
Idiots.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
That was enough to get you.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're an idiot. That's
They're
all.
an idiot. So then we were doing tons of experiments on people there that no one knew about. They were the throwaways. That's an interesting rabbit hole to fall into if you're ever curious.
There's Loy was being down that rabbit hole.
Well, that's
Then
what led me to
places,
believing
yeah.
that the World War II wasn't actually about what they said, because when more I looked into that aspect of it, the more I saw the genetics, the experiments that were being done on people.
Yep.
They focused on burning them and Jews, and in reality, they were doing mass experiments on people.
Everywhere.
Twins.
Rolled over.
Twins. That was the one that
Hidden
always,
under war.
when you hear all the different, there was ones that like alternative things for even Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And it was one I remember coming across. It was a different theory, but these Victorians doing, it was an experiment for twins. Valentine's Day was
Okay.
the way that they had experimented. Can you make someone love you?
Okay.
And that was their thing. So they took two twins out of this orphanage and made one of them, the two of them. See the difference?
Yes.
That's what I say. Like, I mean, even to think like that, that's
Oh,
what
they
I'm saying.
did this all the time. There's so many hidden science
Yeah.
experiments. We would sicken ourselves if we
That's what I'm
heard
saying. Like, that's
just
bizarre.
some of the few. Like they took that one boy and tied his hand behind his back when he was a baby and fucked him up for life. Fucked him up
I
for
know,
life.
it sounds
For
funny,
no
yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
They know that, duh, the kid's going to be fucked up. Don't tie him up. That's dumb. Duh. They need to be hit over the head. That's not a good idea. Okay. You don't do that to someone. If they lose a hand, that's different. You don't purposefully injure people just to see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. That's just modern society.
It's a sick, demented mind that thinks of these things. And if we had just gone on the way we had, no, we wouldn't have the medical breakthroughs we have, but we would have lived better lives, healthier lives, happier lives, maybe shorter, sure, whatever, but happier all the less. If I lived one day in happiness, it was better than 50 years in misery. The fact that they get rid of diarrhea in Africa and then don't clean the water seems dumb.
Yeah. I heard someone say this the other day, and I've heard it all through my life, sort of thing. But it's better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all. That is true, but the pain comes with it is at the times a bit much. But I suppose it makes you as a person down the road, good and bad.
Up the ladder.
The bad. Yeah,
it's a traumatic experience to go through, and it's a rite of passage. It's supposed to happen for you when you're too young to give a fuck, where you're still looking at everybody as if they're drippy.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to happen to you after you've spent your, half your life with this person, dedicating your life, and they just, want a younger piece of ass or something. That's not right. So I get it, but that's when it's supposed to happen for us, not later. And that's why so many people end up, going into depression for a while after divorce, because it fucking hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that I've been there.
This already.
I've never. Never.
You're supposed to have those love and loss when you're young. That's why I think that's a shame that we want to get rid of death. I think that's a big mistake on the part of humanity. I don't get that.
Wait. I was gonna say, wait till they're older. You might have a different perspective.
I just think that it's a natural cycle we should go through, and we're not, and it's ruining people, and it shouldn't be brought on to us by a bug or bat flu. It shouldn't be given to us by poisoning. It should happen natural. People just died of natural causes, not cancer. How'd he die? I don't know. He just keeled over. It's natural. Okay.
Dead.
He didn't know what hit him. That's where this
right. Yeah. No, I'm not going to take it there. But do you think the people who die in the middle of sex die happy? Because that expression being died happy. I don't think they did die happy. I thought it was more of a shock. Like, stop, I'm dying.
What you can buy, Jay?
I don't know.
Famous people.
Is there any of the lives we can have?
Do you know that? There is a book out there, famous people that died in the saddle, and I think 2 of them were popes.
Wow.
Yeah. Hang on. Time out for a second. So Bobby's in the back. And I don't have the ability you do, Jay. So if you want Bobby,
no. All you got to do is you're in the studio. Put the 30-second clock up. As the put it on the loop. Put it on the loop. Make sure it loops. The cat's doing me up, making noises. Sorry. If you put it on the loop, you can do that.
And you can still talk.
You be able to talk.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah. It's me, Jason.
Hey, Bobby.
Well, you're gonna have to prove it's you, Bobby.
You have to speak.
What colour was your primer?
It was white.
That's him.
Okay.
That's definitely.
So that's how you vet people from now on, you two. All right.
I didn't know that. I've learned something. I appreciate it, Jay. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll give you a couple times and then I'll stop.
Yeah. So where's Bobby? He's not here.
Oh. No, I did not.
He might have lost signal and jumped off, but if he pops back, just go through the procedure. Ask him something else, Yeah. I always like getting them to say "turdy tree and a turd." They love that one. They love it. They love it. Absolutely love it. They fucking love it. So always try that one.
What could we say to What could we make Jason say?
He said it all. He said it all for me. I don't know what more can we make Jason say.
Funny.
Don't let Jason take over. Oh. Our Cash is
Oh, what?
is-
Oh, bless. Oh, Cash, come up and put the world to rights.
Say
Come
that
on,
to my
tell
face.
us your theory. Yes. You know, get your ass up here. I mean, helping, just giving a tip here and there. That's all.
Yeah.
I want to see you lick up here.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
start.
doing it
I'll leave it.
well. You know?
Boys. I'll
No,
leave you in the
no.
boys' club. I
Well,
know.
no, it's not like that, Joanie. We need you as well. You're part of the
You don't
whole
want me
thing. You know.
You don't want me to retire to the kitchen to bring out snacks and
Hell no. Hell no.
No.
Hey, if you needs a coffee, then please get him a coffee. You know, look after him. But he's fine, and the two of you will be great. So, Uhlick, when I said Joe Hoffa, you sort of knew what I was talking about, didn't you? You had more of a clue, to be fair.
I
Would you
I
agree? Give me half.
from the
Yeah, very, very fine.
days of alcohol,
Yeah,
all that sort of. What did?
yeah, it was dodge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely dodgy it was. Absolutely. Fucking. But there's been many dodgy things.
Right.
Let's stop that. I don't know how to answer him. He's just demanded things that I can't provide.
I don't think 80 and 50 is that far away. Like, I mean, it's only what? It's only 3 generations really between my lifetime and 3 generations before that. Someone being born, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean,
It isn't.
I don't think I'll make 3 generations.
That well, just say 6 generations then.
Okay. Yeah.
So much fucking changed from then.
Yeah.
Such a short space of time. Whereas we don't realize that. We think it's forever, but it's only a little.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like a tree's lifespan compared to a human's, wow, it's much different, isn't it? And their perspective's a lot different to ours, obviously. It's just different lifespans, isn't it? You know, like a cat's shorter than, say, all right. Say another animal.
It depends on what you're planning for. You know what I mean? These people are planning on a whole different level than what me and you are, or any of us are.
Yeah.
The point is to keep their DNA alive longer than your DNA, and they've managed to do that. So they're king of the hill.
Yeah, but then then the DNA gets merged. Something out of DNA.
They don't ever merge.
They
They never merge. They'll hide underground, wait for us to kill each other, and then come back up. There may or may not be some type of that may not even happen. Look, that might happen, but maybe not for 500 more years. But they'll live down there and let us all think it will, and they'll unleash whatever Armageddon we've all been asking for on us. It's a laughable joke at this point.
We're rushing towards it.
Yeah.
With us running towards it, they're already down under the ground. They've not been up here. They're not breathing in this aerosol-filled sky or any of that shit no more. They all went underground, burned California, so you wouldn't notice the celebrities missing.
Okay. All right. Okay. I was going to say, don't you look at people sometimes, or people you've met in that, and you think, fucking hell. I mean, you don't say you don't even know them. Yeah. You could say, oh, that person looks like they've evolved from an eagle, or that person's evolved from a lizard, or a fish, or something like that. Do you not notice that sort of thing? Or do you look at, have you ever seen some DNA, you know, that sort of thing? No?
See a lot of dog owners that look like their pets.
Fuck you, yeah.
You look like a cat, Jay.
I've heard, yeah. Well, he's good looking. Good looking
I
boy.
tell you, if there was ever a game show like that, guess what dog breed that this person owns, and bring them on and then their dog, and see how many people could guess.
Yeah, that'd be good. We could also have monkey tennis. I'm up for that as well. That'd be good. You up for a bit of monkey tennis?
What is monkey tennis?
What you do is you get a couple of chimpanzees, and you give them a couple of rackets, and you just throw balls towards them and see if they can whack them. That's monkey tennis.
Sounds good.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Nah, no
How
start
often do
ripping the
you
house
play?
apart.
How often do you dress up as a monkey?
I do like tennis though. Do you like tennis?
I used to. I used to play when I was younger.
Yeah, I used to like tennis. Why are you attacking my clothes, you fucking muggy cat?
About really a tennis court to play, you know. I mean, you did play tennis, you had to run after the ball yourself. So, fuck that.
Oh no,
I played a lot
you not
more
heard of tennis court? A lot more what?
racquetball.
Oh, racquetball.
Racquetball. There was racquetball everywhere at every park when I was growing up. Racquetball court.
Racquetball. What's that?
It says
Squash?
tennis, isn't it? Oh, squash. You mean squash?
It has a wall, and you're basically they cut half the
Yeah.
court in half, and you're playing
Yeah.
a wall, but you can play in pairs. Or you
What do
can
you
play
think of badminton? Badminton's a very deceiving game, isn't it?
Quite like
Wouldn't you say
badminton.
badminton, or might call it shuttle.
shuttlecock. Yeah.
But there you go. I have to find the terminology. There you go. Shuttlecock.
That's the name of that's the thing you hit, but it is.
Yeah. I like that game. I mean, it's deceiving. You don't, it's a bit light, it's a bit heavy. You know what I mean? It's a bit fast, it's a bit slow, it's a bit up, a bit down.
Darts. She's not bad at darts.
No,
Darts.
I used to be
Target practice.
I don't know if I played it more. I played on a little league for a minute.
What was that? Dwarfs or something you played with Snow White? You Snow White on the team or something? What was going on?
Ha ha.
Well, you did say they were a little.
Wait, we know who Mr. Grumpy is then. Fucking hell. Go on, name the dwarfs for us. Who can name all the 7 without looking on Google?
Right, so it's Dopey, Doc,
Yeah.
Sneezy. That's 3. Come on.
Sleepy.
4,
Mr. Angry.
5. Come on, we need 2 more.
I don't think there was a dwarf named
Did you say the
Angry.
doctor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Angry dwarf.
It was
Mr. Grumpy.
There was Grumpy. There was
angry,
It
There
was
was
Grumpy
Grumpy.
dwarf.
Angry dwarf.
Mr.
Grumpy.
Or should have been.
Oh.
Should be. Bless.
On this
That's yourself.
Yeah,
Really
that's
bad,
right.
yeah.
Sorry about that. My phone battery went. Sorry.
It's all right.
That's
You're
all
back.
There was Doc, there was Sneezy, there was Grumpy, there was Happy, there was Bashful, Sleepy,
Yeah.
Dopey,
There was Sleepy, Dopey,
Bashful,
No OP, Agoraphobe.
Grumpy.
This happy
You
as
see
well,
it
you
all.
know. This happy.
happy. They're bashful and happy. But yeah.
And Sneezy.
Which one are you,
Remember
Bobby?
the Sneezy one? The fly
Yeah.
used to
Are you
fly.
sober, Bobby?
He's yappy.
Bobby was too
Happy.
yesterday when we were talking when we left him. When I left him.
I was pissed, mate.
How's it going, Bobby?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
What's happening, Bobs?
I've been asleep most of the afternoon, so.
Good.
I'm gone up.
Well, has the pain gone a bit?
Yeah, my muscles still a bit hurt, lad. But apart from that,
Yeah. Let's take it easy, Mish. Yeah. So we were talking about conspiracies. What do you think's the biggest conspiracy? The biggest ditch, the hole, whatever we were referring to?
Well, people say it's the moon conspiracy. Did we go or didn't we?
True, they do say that.
If the Titanic wasn't sunk, was it a sister ship? You know, there's quite a lot. I used to have balls deep in conspiracy theories.
It's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Interesting.
another big one.
Well, I mean, if you want to buy some tickets, Uhlick's still got a few left over. If you're looking for a reunion, but they said it was the unsinkable ship. Yeah, it's sunk.
Can we go any further back than
Well,
early, yeah?
this
I'm thinking of
this
Abraham Lincoln is one that I thought, yeah, just I never thought of that. That was all done in the same way on a stage, in a theatre, by a club. It was, like, I mean, so
Yeah, but wasn't that something to do with the Civil War and that, though?
But the fella who
come
shot
on,
him,
yeah,
the fella who shot him was from
President-
Liverpool, you know.
Wilkes,
Lincoln.
dude, was
Yeah,
he?
yeah, he's from Liverpool.
Was he?
Yeah, and his family's still here.
Interesting.
Well,
Like,
he was a member of the Know Nothing Club, Bobby.
He was a member of the Know Nothing Club.
Party.
No Nothing Club. I love that.
Know Nothing Party, a third party.
No, nothing party.
That was
Have a look at it.
Well, there's also Hitler's brother used to live in Garston, Granby area. Hitler was spotted in Liverpool many times before the Second World War.
It's hard to believe, but fact is stranger than fiction, isn't
Weren't
it?
the Beatles?
Paul McCartney's supposed to be dead. There's another conspiracy theory. He died in
a car crash.
And there's one with the Pope as well. There's supposed to be a woman Pope. That's why now, that's when they elect the Pope to raise him from the chair. And his junk's wet in the wind. So that's why they see them looking up to make sure it's a man.
Shows you.
Next patient, please. I've forgotten how old Bobby is, actually. 42. I think you're younger than me. Yeah, you're younger than me. Did you say tranny?
Tranny,
yeah,
George.
Tranny.
Doc, happy, sneezy, tranny.
The news now like a fanny. That tranny. No. He's gone quiet. Hey, where's the jokes then, Bobs?
Well, I'm being a gentleman tonight.
Right, just
yeah.
Don't make sure you make lots of noise. Okay. Yeah, those are all fun ones. Oh my God.
Well, with the conspiracies, yeah. Absolutely. But they're conspiracies, and you can't prove it either way or the other, can we?
No.
Did you hear about them taking down the iPet goat video?
No.
Did they?
They have, and it seems to coincide somewhat with when the Georgia Guidestones came down. I was watching I was watching one of those, icebergy things, or explaining some, online, like some game, unsolved to this day, and all these, people that were trying to figure it out and solve it. And it was linking the Georgia Guidestones, and it was linking My Pet Goat. And, so is it part of them, or why did they get rid of their stuff? And what does that mean? And so forth and so on. And then it makes you wonder if any of that was anything other than just a big psyop to see how many people would break it down and what they'd talk about it.
And were they? Did you say? Were they?
Conspiracy ever is that if the polar caps melt, the world will be flooded.
Yeah.
But if you look at the sides, I tell you what, you get a glass put a load of ice in a glass, and fill it up with water right to the brim, and see what happens. The water wouldn't spill over because the ice you could try this experiment yourself. It would never spill over. That's what happened
What
to.
issue? Is that what you're talking about?
Say that again. Sorry.
Were you saying buoyancy?
It's to do with the mass of the ice. The ice is 10 times more mass than the water itself. So when it melts, the water
Right.
it doesn't expand. So if you try yourself, get a glass full of ice and put water in it and fill it right to the top that you can't put any more water in it. It would never spill.
What's that make me think of?
Bullshit. No, it's
No,
talking about fugal forces. I get it. I get it.
And also, when these people are with the sun's our savior, solar power, wind power, and all that crap. Now the sun's a star, and the star expands to the point where it collapses. So, it's going to take 50 to a million years, but it's going to happen.
Billions.
Sorry, billions. Yeah, sorry, it's going to happen. So.
Okay, so what you're saying? Be hopeful because it ain't gonna affect me and you.
Yeah, man,
for sure.
I'd be dead and buried. All my great grandkids. You know, I don't give a shit about them.
I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. Sorry. You see, Mark Kelly's got a channel back. Hopefully, that is Mark Kelly. You see, he's got a channel back.
Yes, I said to him after I think it was you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. He's up to 174, so it's not all bad, is it? That's good. That's good in a short amount. So hey, one didn't fall to the wayside. I think I'm going to make a coffee in the mall. I bet you. I've seen your coffee machine. Yeah, he said I only use it for the hot water. Laugh, fucking laugh. I suppose it's because he don't want to clean the bastard thing. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, once no man named Ultra.
Have you got those ones that ground the beans for you?
Yeah.
Have you got those ones that the coffee maker that grinds the
No.
coffee beans for you?
Joanie's got after you've ground it, you put it in the proper coffee machine, twist it, and then all that.
I do not. I have one that you find at your local gas station on your way into work.
There you go.
Get a cup of coffee out of, or the donut shop.
But that is basically Uhlick's kettle. Nothing else.
It reminds me of my waitressing days.
I bet you. How old were you?
Oh, I started waitressing when I was like 19 in college. I got my first waitressing gig.
Okay, so you probably still had short dark hair. I want to know when the dreads come about. And when did the dreads come about?
I've only had those like 8 years now.
That's amazing, mate. Yeah. Do you use juniper oil by any chance?
I do not. I don't.
Why not?
Why not? I like them as they're cheap and free, and I don't have to do anything. That's why I like them. I'm not one that is going to do them and then go buy all this expensive,
All right. Can I just tell you a story about my mate and his dress? Can I tell you a story about my mate and his dress? He goes juniper oil, yeah. And literally, he was pissed. All he did, he just tipped the whole thing on the top of his head and left it. And then his daughter had to sort of quickly, emergency rub it in vigorously. But he just went to bed like, idiot. But I suppose.
I'll tell you my dreads. I've lots of fuzz yarn. That's what's. I don't put other stuff in there.
Okay.
Like creams and stuff. You're gonna end up with that cream in your dreads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
how do you wash? How do
water.
you wash your then? I mean, it's a way of cleansing your hair, isn't it?
I mean, you still wash your hair. You have to wash it in order to get it to lock in the first place. So that's a myth.
Okay.
Because
I
if you
thought
don't
that was. I thought that was.
lock.
I thought that was where if you do that, it just matched up, right?
No,
That's
if you
right.
don't do that, it will match.
Ah.
You have to split it. It does match. You have to pull them apart. It hurts. You have to split them
So-
apart from each other.
So when you wash your hair, it must take like half hour, sort of, rather than the 3 minutes it would take me to
It depends
whatever to
on
wash my hair.
what do I really need. I don't have to wash all of my hair, do I? Just the part that's near my scalp.
I've got a phone call. I've got to take a phone call with Spunkfish. Got
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
Well, that's even one of the other biggest lies that dreadlocks. It's not from Africa. It's from Norway, as Vikings used to do to their hair. You know, pose it. So, you know, that's what I'm saying to all these people saying we're copying them, we're figure getting their identity, getting their whatever. But not everyone gets what other people like. We were. The deadlocks are from Scandinavia countries. So that's nothing to do with the blacks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just a natural thing hair does when it's not
Yeah.
washed. So it didn't belong to anybody except the first dirty people. Now, if you want to argue over that, the first one that's hair got so dirty, you know, you're welcome to it. But that kind of discussion seems so silly to me.
I think it's silly because like
No,
in
I
Liverpool.
agree with you, Bobby. I'm not talking to you. I've heard.
No, that's what I'm
I
saying.
know what
Like,
you're saying. Yeah, I've heard that argument before.
yeah, like there's places in Liverpool, Liverpool 8 area, Grammy Street, and that if you're white, it's a no-go area.
Mm.
Like, so still, you know, like this Chinatown, it's they're letting whites in now, but I was 24, 25 when I first stepped into that. I haven't never been into the Liverpool 8. It's a part of my city.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go, Joan. I've got to go somewhere, pal.
Okay.
I'll jump up again the next time, right? You're on.
Yes. See you
Sorry,
later.
Right.
sorry,
Right,
mate. You know
okay.
you. I thought you was Uhlick. What's your name? Sorry, mate. I think.
Just Bob. Just call me Bob, mate.
All right.
Okay, Bob, and I'll call you Bobby.
All right, good.
Okay.
Nice to talk. Sorry, mate. I thought he was Uhlick. Sorry.
No. Right.
All
I'll
right. Sorry
catch you
about
soon,
that.
right?
All right. Speak
Oh,
to you
you-
soon.
Take it easy, everybody.
Yes.
You're away.
I
All the best, bro.
need to go and
Soon,
grab
yeah?
the shop shoe. Like, I'll catch you soon, mate. Right.
All the best.
Right. Take it easy, everybody.
Mm.
Bye.
Okay.
But I'd come in USA, like if you don't tip a waiter and you walk out the store, do you know what after you? In America, it's must be policy from or you think that the right for a tip, you know?
I think that's changed now. That type of. I think is that right, John?
What? I didn't understand.
Expecting a tip. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
give
that
them a tip-
doesn't happen much anymore, I don't think. I mean, we still have tips, but
Yeah.
that's changed. Well, I'll tell you this, when I was waitressing, I didn't make minimum wage. You made your money in tips. I think you
Tips.
get paid like maybe $1.50 or $2 an hour. And then your money came from tips. That's how I made my money. So depending on how good of a waitress you were, depending on how much money you made. And now that's gone. So, that made tipping different because then everybody when they started trying to convince people that having a percentage to tip, it used to just be you tipped whatever you thought the waitress was worth. And then they started, that was a plan to take money out of my pocket and put it into theirs, because then that money went on credit cards transactions, and it told you how much to give the waitress. And they sold it to the waitresses. Well, they didn't, because real waitresses knew what was up. But they sold it to the public as if it was going to help protect waitresses from unruly. Do you see what I'm saying? And in reality, it took money out of our pockets, because a lot of guys would give more than what a 10% was. They would just round it up, or they'd throw a couple bucks. I knew people that would not tip me today and double tip me the next day. You got used to that. But it made everybody tip less than they would. It create, oh, I only have to tip. It's $2.53. So they write it on the tag, which he would have left me $3. Do you see what I mean? He would have just ripped out $3. Nobody would have left $2.53. But since I'm putting it on my tab, I'm going to go ahead and just leave the 10% tip. I saw some receipts that would have it where it would give you a round up option, because you'd be trying to do math. I thought that was really mean and direct hit to the industry. Nobody noticed.
So I don't mind tipping if the waitress or the whatever's good, say, get a good services, but I've been in some really shitty hotels and shitty restaurants where you've just thrown the plates on your table. You wait about 20 minutes for them to drink, and then
Right.
they expect a tip. I said, I'm not being funny.
Yes, times have changed now. They're making money by the hour, and the receipt says 10%, and they expect you to give them that 10%. And that's all you're getting of their 10% of their service. So I was an attentive waitress because I wanted to get more than 10%. I wanted people to tip me out the ass. I wanted them to want to give me money because I was the best fucking waitress they've ever had. Do you see?
Love your confidence. Love your confidence. It's that pretty girl complex. I like it. Well, I'm sending this link. I'm sending this link to Spunkfish. Okay. Right, that's sent.
Why are we doing that? You're asking or telling?
JP, how you
I'm
doing?
telling.
Okay.
I'm telling. I'm not asking. I'm telling.
Okay, good. That's my boy. There you go.
Okay. So that's sent, and he'll be across. Brilliant. I see no ships. I see no shits either. Blocking people can be fun, especially when they can't see you and you can't see them. Especially if you've been betrayed, like it's the best. You know, then there's no conflict. There's no conflict to be had, is there? I suppose they pop up on chat. They could easily pop up on the panel.
Yeah.
Redacted. I love that word. Redacted. Override redaction.
Very good.
Thank you. Anyway, Uhlick's sitting there stirring his pot of whatever he's got, Bovril. I reckon it's coffee. I need a coffee, to be fair. I need a coffee.
I'm just after having a few bits of chocolate nibbles.
Oh, yeah, you're back. Well, oh, yeah, it's not Galaxy, is it? Yum, yum, yum. I've got no chocolate here, actually. Sweets are chocolate limes. Do you remember them?
I just took the dog off in the distance there. I was looking out the window, and that's what got me out for a minute there, for a few minutes.
What have you sort of like, like you see in the horror films when there's a face at the window, but it's not really, Did you ever get that? You
see a face. I've never seen one. It would make me scream. I will squeal like a little girl if I see a face in my window. After that, I'm gonna come around my window and punch them in the face for scaring me.
Uhlick McGee. Uhlick McGee.
No, he'd never do that because he'd know better.
No, just saying. It's his name. I mean, it's like you two are children at the table.
Choo-choo train.
Oh, are you? It is a train. I can make it bigger now. Oh, Uhlick looked so happy. Hmm.
How can you not be happy in my presence, Jay? Come on. I'm a ray of fucking sunshine here.
Yeah, you fucking downed it. Tip me, bastard.
What are
Give
you
me a
doing?
good tip or I'll spit in your milkshake. That's the
No,
impression
I
of.
never did that. I knew people that did that, but I never did that. That's gross. And I believed that that would come back and haunt me. So I never did that to people.
That's why you shouldn't do that
I
sort of thing
wouldn't
to
say
people.
anything, though, if I saw you do it, though. So there lies my dilemma, because I would still serve the burger to the jackass, even if I knew you had spit a loogie in it. So
I do like saying you lick me G, McGee. Sorry,
mean?
McGee.
I'm gonna think.
Shows you what an original person he is, doesn't it? You know. Yeah, it's a dying breed. I don't think Uhlick about really. Not really.
We're going breed.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you approach life with a smile and a giggle, and suddenly you're 50 fucking whatever. You know.
But
Does anyone know?
you
This
just
week has
gotta
gone very
play the hand
quick.
that God gives you. You know what I mean? Set all these peaches.
Yeah, it's how you play it, though, isn't
People
it?
bitching,
I mean,
bitching
you
about
swap
it. You know,
for a pair of threes.
True that, Bobby.
like you said the other day, Jason, you're ugly, so you've got to play with your hand what God gives
I'll have
you.
a face off. I'll have a face off with you, Mush. Turn your camera on, Mush. Turn the camera on. Charisma. You sure, lad?
Yeah.
Fuck you, yeah. See, it's all bravado, Mush.
Oh God.
I think it's comedy.
It is comedy. It is comedy.
It's all comedy.
Yeah.
Some people
What
see
film are
magic.
you
Well,
in?
what club would you be in? I'd be
Yeah.
you'd be in the magic club. I'd be in the comic club.
I like the comedy club.
I'll be in the comedy club. I'll be in the comedy club, me.
Oh, would you?
Where would you be, Bobby?
I love comedy. I love opera. I love ballet. I love jazz. So
like
any
a
of them.
dark comedy.
Yeah, all right. Oh, maybe you should live in Brighton, Mush.
Supposed to be funny, but it is somehow.
Well, that's all. That's why they call it.
And I want to keep your ass intact, Jason.
Hey, Spunkfish is in the place. He's in the fucking chat. He's made it to the chat. He says, Link, Uhlick, brother. Kissy, kissy, glass of wine.
You have to let him in.
Can
Is he
you
there?
pin that, Uhlick? That link, if you tap it on the side where it's got your icon, it might let you pin it. You might have to just re-put
There
it
it
in.
is now, yeah.
Well, I can't see it pinned yet.
It's,
I can see the link. It's in the chat, but he's new to the chat. Ah,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay. Yep, good. Can you not pin that then?
Hang on a sec.
If you push your little icon, on the side, it should let you pin it.
Hang on a sec. I'm.
As if you're on a phone or something.
Yeah, just let me see for a sec. There's some.
Put it up quite quick, so it should let you pin it somehow. Right click or something.
No.
Pin. No?
Yeah, just hang on. It says when you go on that message now, it's sending me off into a fucking different world. Into my own world, yeah. This is how you get time. This is how you time yourselves out. Get locked out.
Yeah, a slip of the finger. It is literally sometimes a slip of the finger. Your Honour.
I'm on a phone. Oh man, I'll keep on going. That's bollocks.
Anyway, it's out there, man. It's out there. That's the thing, isn't it? As long as the link's out. That's it.
I don't know what to do with all this. How do I get back? I'm trying to get into my own chat now.
Yeah, it's a good way of testing it. But I reckon you're on a PC. You're on a PC, right?
If someone jumps up here, I don't know what
I
happens.
gave you the mouse.
You gave me a mouse. That's like handing me a duck and saying, "Here, go and lay eggs."
Well, you just move the mouse onto the little picture and then you click.
There now, he's popped up. Just make sure it's him first.
Oh, whoops.
That's
Hold
what I'm saying.
on.
Yeah. But that's
I forgot it already. I'm not used to that.
Keep it on a loop, yeah, to happy.
Is it him?
Spunky.
Yes.
No, Greg,
You just left.
hello, to our friends.
Hey!
Delete, delete,
It was the Bucky. It was the Bucky. Come on, you bastard. Hey! Cheers, mate.
My good friend Jason from day one. Am I right or wrong? From day fucking one, Jason. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Spunkfish joins us all the way from. Is this still that homebrew you're drinking, Spunky?
No, that's history. I gave most of that away because that was that fucking poison, that fucking shit. Hey, Uhlick, I ate that fucking shit. Oh, I'll make it. Let the mugs fucking drink it. Oh, I had the odd bottle, the best bottles, but even that fucked me up. That's poison, mate. That was like fucking 20%. That. Fucking hell. Never again. Never again, Uhlick. Never a fucking. You seen it with your own fucking eyes, didn't you? You seen it with your own eyes. That's pure fucking poison, mate. Am I right or wrong? You seen it, mate.
Right, well, being there, drank that, have the t-shirt, yeah, I noticed, like.
It's strictly enamel.
Even our Cash was looking after me, says, look, he says, be careful on that bloody. You know our Cash, he doesn't give a fuck about nothing, does he? Then even our Cash, he put beside it, he said, Tony, he says, watch what you do with that fucking home brew. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, that's fucking hardcore, mate. Hard fucking core, that shit. Anyway, that's in the past. I want this fucking weak cider, eh? So I will behave myself. And I'll tell you what, it's nice to me and Jason are back friends again. Because I'll tell you what, I knew Jason from day one, and he's a lovely bloke. He's my fucking friend, and I love him. Simple as fucking that. Am I right or wrong, Jason?
Yeah, you're right, mate. It's all good. I's good. You's good. We's good. We's good in the hood.
Always, mate. But you always get these little spastics in the fucking chat trying to make mountains out of fucking molehills, you know what I mean? Making some of that into fucking dirt. You know what I mean?
You get me, bruv. You get me.
Yeah, but I know. What you do, Uhlick, Knowles and Joanie, what you do, you just ignore them, don't you? You just ignore them.
Yes, I'll speak for them. I don't know where they've gone.
Oh, bless you, man. You speak for the wankers, yeah, that ignore them. Oh, bloody hell, man. See what I mean? There was only Jason that had the guts to stand up in front of the panel now, Uhlick. My mate Jason, he had the guts. Big up, Jason. Big up, mate. Big up, mate. You're going to stand up for the spastics.
Don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that.
Oh, that made me laugh, that then.
Yeah. So,
don't you,
what's your top conspiracy?
Did he do the Goonies?
Oh, is that you, Bobby? Is that Bobby's voice? Bobby?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, I like you, Bobby. You're a nice. I don't understand that Russian crap, whatever it is.
That's my name.
Yeah, I know, but it ain't in fucking alphabet, is it? It ain't the alphabet.
Well,
ain't the Greek alphabet.
Don't you think if they
it doesn't even use the ABC. That uses like Russian shit. Which there's nothing wrong with Russians.
Yeah,
I like the Russians, but I'm
we
saying
all know Russian. Oh, Russian. We all know that. And bless you, cat.
Don't you think if they remake the Goonies, Jason's got a good job there, hasn't he?
The Goonies and the Goonies.
I'll tell you what, Bobby. I've only just met you, mate, right? And I'll show my fucking face. I've only just met you. Fucking,
then
you know,
show-
I'll tell you what. You better you lick fucking Jason's ass because he's my fucking friend. Don't be saying anything about Jason because I might fucking flip
Mate.
on you, you
Call
fucking
me
cunt.
Spoke fit. I take the piss out of him because I like him.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had 2 bottles of sherry, mate. I'm volatile tonight, mate.
Volatile.
I'm very fucking volatile.
What have you got cooking?
Love it.
2 bottles of sherry. What have you got cooking?
No, I've got other.
Well, you
Uhlick, I can hear you, Mr. Know-it-all. It ain't about the booze, mate. Sorry, mate. You know, I mean, I'm only having a crack with Uhlick, you know, I'm having a crack. I'm pissed, right? And whenever I'm pissed, because Mr. fucking Know-it-all, I'm all right, Uhlick. I love you, really, mate.
I know. Come on.
So what's been going on with you today, then, Uhlick? What's been going on?
I'm waiting actually here to set up for the car. I want to see a car coming up at this driveway at some stage. It's an old, let me see, it's not Chevy, a 50-something, or it's a 50-something Chevy that's been
Oh, see what I mean?
with an engine.
You lucky bastard.
Oh,
Us in Ireland and us in the UK and England, we can't see the fucking Chevys. What, a V8 fucking Chevy? Fucking hell. I mean, they're things that Deems are made of, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
You
a
know what
super
I mean?
looking.
Look, I'm in
engine.
Ireland now in the village, man. When would I... Jason, let me say it as it is. When the fuck would Spunkfish see a V8 Chevy? Never. Not in the middle of here in Ireland. And yet there's
No.
Uhlick, he's got V8s fucking coming out of his fucking ears, the cunt.
The engine is sweet, mate. You should have seen it. It was fucking boss. And that's been fitted
I
and
ain't saying
literally
that through
waiting for it to
jealousy.
be.
I'm saying that through just fucking saying, you lucky bastard. You know what I mean? I ain't saying it through no malice. There's no malice there.
No.
I'm just saying, Uhlick, you lucky bastard.
Well, I'd say that if I was into cars, but I'm not into cars. That's the injustice of it all. Yeah.
That's bloody hell,
That's what America's got wrong again.
Yeah.
The cars from the past, they had beautiful lines, curves in the right places. It was like a...
Yeah, but if you're not into it, you know, if the passion ain't there, Bobby, if the passion ain't there, the passion ain't there, mate. You know what I mean?
Nowadays, the American cars are like, they're us like...
You're going to have passion, haven't you? If the passion ain't there, it ain't there, mate.
But Spunkfish, like now America's cars is like the German cars that you go to Germany, France, America, all over the world, and you get the same fucking cars.
Exactly.
Like even the Jaguar. The Jaguar was a beautiful car one time, the E-Type, etc. Now it's just like even the Aston
the
Martins,
package on it, Land Rover. All the package, the agents on it, the black fuckers on it, the packet cuts, all the Jaguars, you're right, the Jaguar, the Land Rover, and all
What car, though?
There's only one that the package, the black cunts don't own, right? And that's Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce is still owned by the fucking English because they're engine makers, they build the engines. That's the only one that's owned by white people. All the rest is owned by the fucking black cunts.
Anyway, moving on. I do love the cars. I love the cars. Fucking love them, man. Big engine. Oh, and what he's waiting for is that's been fitted, and I think for it to be driven up to the drive and ready to be loaded for the racing track. Is that about right? Yeah, it's about right.
That guy's been waiting months now for this. That bloke who owns it.
Yeah.
And it's all his money going into it. Like, I mean, he's working, I suppose, long hours for that and fucking getting people to do bits and pieces of.
I mean, that was
on the build of it all the time as well. He's putting his own, going to it.
What an engine that is, wasn't it? It was immaculate. It was just immaculate. Big thing.
Could I interject, please?
Yep.
Right, what I've got Bobby bottom right. Is that's you, Bobby, in it?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
Right. So that's you top right, that's you, Jace, in it, yeah? Oh, hang on, that's Uhlick. Oh, shit. No. What it was, I thought there's 3 people, and then top left is Uhlick.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. But I'll tell you what a great panel tonight. So who have you had on today then, earlier on, Uhlick?
We just came on there. Jason was on. Who else come on there? Bobby's been on.
I thought this was
L13.
Jason's channel.
Oh,
I
Lloyd.
don't know.
Lloyd.
Yeah,
Lloyd.
that's
Well, could I ask? I know you do it, Jason. I know what you would, mate, and you would. But Uhlick, what it is, when I go on panel, because I've got a shitty little phone, this is all fucked up. If I can see the chat when I'm live, but if I go on panel, I can't see the chat. What's the numbers and who's in the chat? Could you give us a bit of feedback from that, Uhlick, please?
well, the numbers earlier hit up to sort of 18, near 20. And I'll let Uhlick take over with the chat.
Yeah, I think we've 12 there now. I quite come here.
Well, this is it. You need to see what it is. I mean, I'm sure I've subbed to you because my channel got took down. Then obviously my new channel ain't got the sub, has it? So I've got to redo the subs. This is what pisses me off. And
Have you
I'm sure
subbed
Mark
to this
Kelly will
channel?
be pissed off at that. Now, it's this ferryman, right? Because everybody's saying this ferryman's Mark Kelly, and I'm very suspect about it. Is MK
Yeah, I
ferryman
think.
Mark Kelly? Because I'm
Yeah,
very
I'm
suspect
pretty
about
sure.
that, mate. Very suspect.
Well, if it ain't, we'll all unsubscribe, won't we? We'll find out
I
when
know
he
it
does
ain't
a
the bit.
live.
I know it ain't the end. I know it ain't the end. But everybody said, Mark Kelly. Is it fuck? I mean, Mark Kelly would come back MK the ferryman and start dillying about. He'd just come on and say, look, you motherfuckers, I'm here. He wouldn't fucking fuck about, would he? I reckon that Mark Kelly the ferryman, and he's got about 100 subs now, MK the ferryman, and that's
Nearly
close.
200. Nearly
Yeah, there you go. He's
200.
got, there you go. This is what I'm on about. This MK the ferryman's got 200 fucking subs in one day. It ain't even Mark fucking Kelly. It's just some fucking wanker pretending to be him.
If it is, though, you owe him an apology,
He
wouldn't you?
fucking ain't, mate. I've got a vibe that it ain't. It's got fuck all to do with him, mate. And that video we put up, all that lot about Jesus and all that shit. You know, Mark Kelly, he's fucking neutral, mate. He won't put fucking Jesus as fucking Lord and save your sins. That's that shit, though. Save your sins and all that. Mark Kelly
But
would
hang
do
on,
that
let's
shit,
have
mate.
it
He wouldn't
right.
do it, mate. He would
Let's have
never
it
put a
right.
video up like that. It wouldn't. Because
Well,
Mark
so
Kelly's neutral.
He's got no lives from his old channel, so we'd have to put something up, wouldn't he? Why not put that
All
funny
I'm
clip?
saying is that Mark Kelly, that is ferryman. That ain't the real Mark Kelly, man. It ain't. Because could he put a video up on it? But that's in the video. My mate Kelly. I know it's Mark Kelly in the thing. That was just the video I did. But he wouldn't purposely put that up. No
Yeah,
way.
I understand what you're saying, but we've gone with it. That's all I'm saying. We've gone with it.
Yeah,
The most
no.
important thing, have you subscribed to Uhlick's channel?
I mean, I subscribed anyway, just in case. You know, because you all love him that much, Jason. It doesn't matter. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But at least you put the sub in. You know, get the sub in, like.
Yeah, have you subbed to Uhlick?
Only just now, right?
Brilliant.
Coming
Well
in, I
done.
did it on the way in. Yeah.
Well done, lad. Top lad. There you go.
See, I was always sub to Uhlick, but then when my channel got wiped out, then my sub went, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've known Uhlick for fucking years. Uhlick's my fucking brother, man. Oh, no, Uhlick. Me and you are thick as thieves, mate. You know what I mean?
True that, brother.
We know what's going on. We weren't born fucking yesterday.
The
I love
question
Uhlick as a brother, man. That's simple as that.
we were asking questions, Spunkfish, conspiracy-wise. What conspiracy would you go back, would you say, is your oldest one that, or how far back would you go?
My brother told me he was in the RAF. I think it was in the 90s, and he used to come out and he said, "Don't you know all them up there?" And because he knew, because he used to do the fucking spraying, because he was in the RAF. They used to pay him to fly the fucking planes to fucking spray him. That's why I knew. And he says, "Sorry," he said, but he had the Official Secrecy Act.
Mm.
And he took that serious. You know, like when you sign shit like that, you've got it's called the Official Secrecy Act, right? And you're not about, you know, James Bond and all them used to sign them, right? And if you say it, you're fucked, right? So obviously he had that on him. But because he was my brother and he was old, he was getting older, because he was a lot older than me. And he said, I'll tell you what, Tony, I shouldn't say this Official Secrecy Act, but I tell you, it says they're spraying aluminium, boron, and all. It told me all the chemicals that they're spraying them to fuck. So that ain't no conspiracy theory. That is fact. That ain't no theory. That's fucking fact. And that was 20 years ago. And I didn't even believe it then, to be honest. But what woke me up was about 8 or 9 years ago. Once I realised that, you know, when you vote for people, like you're like Labour or Conservative, it's like in America, it's either, you know, it's either, oh, what's the name? Socialist or Republican, you know what I mean? And but it doesn't make the difference because it's already pre-planned. So it's a game. You don't vote for anybody. It's theatre. What it is, you don't vote for. Uhlick knows what it is. You don't vote for nobody because it's already pre-planned. So no matter who you vote for, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter if you vote for Labour or Conservative. It's the same shit. It's the same fucking shit. It gives the fallacy and it gives the dream that you actually vote, like you're actually making a change. And no, we're not making no change. We're being pissed on, mate. We're being shagged up the arse by the evil fucking Orcons, reptilian fucking freaks, are shagging us up the arse, and we're sat here taking it. Wake up, motherfuckers! That's all I've got to say.
Yeah, and my conspiracy was Jimmy Hoffa. What do you think of that one?
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I've got a lot. Whatever you say, I know Hopper. I know fucking Hopper. He was fucking the guy on the fucking easy riding bikes. Freedom, am I right?
No.
I think so. Yeah.
Jimmy
I'm
Hoffa,
on
it's the
about fucking Ben Hopper. Who's the guy on easy ride? He was Hopper. What the fuck's it?
Jack Nicholson played that part.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, Easy Rider on the bikes where they get beat.
Ben Hopper. It was called Hopper.
Was it Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Henry Fonda's. No, what's it?
Fonda, yeah.
Henry Fonda's son, wasn't it? The fella talking about he starred in Blue Velvet as well.
Oh, fuck! I know the boy in Blue Velvet. What's her name?
The Blackbird. Yeah.
The Taylor, was she in that?
No.
She was in something Velvet.
That was the horse.
Yeah, that's
that
what
was
I'm trying to think of, yeah.
Yeah, that was about the horse, wasn't it?
That's what I thought you were thinking. I'm trying all them sad fucking films had a horse in them.
Well, Jimmy Hoffa was the Teamster. He's the the boss of the union, Teamsters union money. And he's been missing for like 30 years. He went out, never came back.
Hey, did you see John Fury nutting off at the press conference on the way up and that sort of thing? Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Against Mike Tyson,
Yeah,
did you see that shit?
Man, he's going to get his head kicked in.
Who?
Got knocked out by John Fury. You got knocked out by the black boxer.
Hang on, he's fighting a UFC fighter. Are you on the right fight for this weekend? Oh. Well, anyway, that was funny. I thought it was funny. John Fury nutting off at Mike Tyson. It was good. All right, fair enough. Where the Spunky? Oh.
He's away. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's dropped. Here.
I'll tell you one thing I really like to know, and it's not a conspiracy. How did the ancient Egypt, people from ancient Egypt, build the pyramids?
with slaves.
Go check it out.
Mate, because if you look at the, if you've ever been, it's impossible.
Well, no, it's not impossible, is it? It's
Stones
not.
are like,
It's not. All right, and how?
yeah,
What
but
about Stone? What
if
about Stonehenge? I mean, they proved how it can be done.
yeah,
Manpower.
but Stonehenge is only not. Yeah, but the thing is, Jay,
Well,
like
all right. And
Stonehenge
what
was.
about the Roman Colosseum? I mean, is that impossible? It's
Yeah,
there.
they can't, no, yeah, but the Colosseum is made of cement, basically cement. But what I'm saying
Yeah.
to you, like, how did, like, they supposed to have copper tools.
Yeah, but man,
Basic.
all right, so you're going into the Bronze Age and that. You're all over the place, mush.
Yeah, but look at the Sphinx as well. That's where
When
did
did
that
they
come
start
from?
over in it? I wonder. 1850s. I wonder, was it when they started giving us all this Egyptian stuff, bringing it back from?
Uh, uh,
You know what I mean, Bobby? You have to
Oh
think
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
planned out there in the sand. Disney World, Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like these are. Let's give everyone a fucking.
Well, in the King's Chamber, there's on top of the chamber is like several other rooms, and the cook they planted slabs like 70 tons, and the seventh on the floor and the ceiling 70 tons. I just think to yourself, how the fuck that some with
And
only use basic tools to get that up there. And if you took people, I have talked to someone who said, well, that made a big ramp, but the ramp would have been miles and miles and miles long to get the angle, and the angle you wouldn't be able to do it anyway because the angle.
yeah, well, I mean, it's
And
just,
also,
it happened, man. It's there. I mean, what are you saying?
but
Aliens
also,
built it? I mean, what
that's what.
are you
But if you
saying?
look at this as well, Jason, right? There's every civilization has got pyramids, like the Aztecs, the other civilization, Peru got pyramids, but those civilizations never met each other and never had any contact with each other. How
Yeah,
did
but they think there was another civilization that got
yeah
taken out before all that got. So, and they reckon that might be more advanced. So, I don't know, man. It's just hearsay, innit? Why not? I
yeah
mean,
that's
it's
the know.
just with Chinese whispers, isn't it? It's just
And
Chinese
also
whispers, isn't it?
those lines, I can't remember the called, the lines in the desert, and they only could be seen from the
Do you know
air.
what I find fascinating is that if you store food in a pyramid structure, be a small one or your food lasts longer in that pyramid structure than say a square structure. Isn't that strange? What do you think of that?
Also, it's well and really strange as well. Technically, humans should be able to breathe underwater because they breathe in the moon for
Yeah,
12
but
months.
we evolved though, innit? We did
Yeah,
come out
yeah.
of the water apparently because of
So
sharks.
yeah,
So
technically,
yeah.
that we should be able to breathe underneath the water. How come when we born, we lose that ability because the fluid in the stomach, that's what a baby's breathing after so many months.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well, apparently the baby a layer of skin as well. So it's a fucked up thing. Sharks tend to eat the weaker one, the smaller one.
well, redacted, you're right, because there's been the Sphinx that it predates the three pyramids in the Pizza Plaza. So, you know,
Mm. I noticed the host and that are fucked off. Go and make a coffee, yeah? Yeah.
To you, but I've got pasta on, so it's almost dinner time.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got to
oh,
sort.
Dogfix is fucked off.
No,
Yeah,
I've
I've got to
got
sort
it to you.
I've got to sort the cat out of myself out, but
Oh, you don't know what you
I'm
mean about
about.
that, don't you, Jason?
Yes.
Oh,
we-
for fuck's sake.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
throw one up, then we'll all meet you over at Jay's place. Is that
Cool.
what you're saying?
No. I think our cashews or something. I'll see
Alright.
that later, but I've just got to sort the cat out and
Yeah.
sort myself out. So I'll be about. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Alright.
I say good night as well, Uhlick. Right, do you want?
Cheers,
Right,
Good night. Fuck off.
very
Bob.
interesting.
I made him laugh. I like him already. Thanks, Bobby. All right. And everybody else fuck off as well. See you later. I'll bounce out just because I can.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Rotten Studios. Remember, no contact is the road to freedom.